Another
Star
steal.
Spencer is having trouble moving the basketball and avoiding the full court press from Douglas. Here's Brianna Jones with the jump shot from the corner, no good. Offensive rebound.
Nakia Burge. She's
again
so
with the putback.
dominant.
They have been dominating the boards here early on.
Yeah, every possession it feels
especially
like,
on the offensive end.
for sure. I mean, there's always like 3 Lady Trojans down there to get the offensive rebound, and that's why the score is what it is, 12-0.
Packed house here tonight at Star Spencer High School for this Saturday afternoon basketball game between Star Spencer and Douglas. It's better known as the Dungy Classic, where they celebrate the old high school out here in the area of Spencer, Oklahoma. Our big sponsors for this broadcast, SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and David Stanley Mitsubishi. Got to stop by their 601 West I-240 Service Road. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, they have deals on everything. New and pre-owned vehicles, and a great staff to help you find a vehicle that fits your budget. Here's Star Spencer. They're going to inbound the basketball, trying to avoid the press, and it's stolen by Brianna Jones, and she basically got taken out by the Star Spencer basketball players, so that they're going to call a foul there, and they're going to make a quick substitution. Brianna Jones seems to be okay. It looked like a body check from a hockey game is what it reminded me of.
It really did, man.
It was a car wreck right there in the middle of the court. Both players okay.
That's all that matters. They can stay on the court and finish this game.
Jordan Anderson's going to inbounds it to Brianna Jones, puts up the 3, gets it to bounce, and they are fighting really hard for the rebounds.
It's going to be jump ball.
I appreciate the effort. I appreciate the aggressiveness. It is a jump ball. This time it's the possession arrow points to Star Spencer. So here come the Lady Bobcats trying to avoid the full court press. The whole goal is to get it past half court. Unsuccessful, stolen. Douglas gets it. Kiera Smith drives, kicks it to Burge. Burge goes right, finds Brianna Jones wide open on the block for the easy bucket.
Thread the needle, Nakia Burge finds her teammate wide open on the low block. Brianna
and
Jones.
There's another steal. Reverse layup, right-handed, kind of awkward, but the bucket gets made.
Really tough shot.
16-0 start for Douglas. They've just figured out how to apply the right kind of pressure early on, and it forces so many mistakes by their opponents. And Star Spencer is struggling to try and get an open shot. Is that a blocking foul or a charge?
It's going to be a defensive foul. The feet were not quite set, so Star Spencer Lady Bobcats are going to keep the ball.
Star Spencer's doing whatever they can to try to match their intensity right now.
It's not easy to match. You and I have seen it all season.
The difference is they're not able to rebound right now. The inbound pass gets knocked out of bounds by Douglas. It'll remain Star Spencer basketball. 4 minutes, 14 seconds, 16-0 start here for Star Spencer. They're going to inbound the basketball. Star Spencer on the wing. Loses control, trips. Are they going to call a foul or it may be a walk?
They call the travel, yeah.
That's probably the right call.
Got tripped up a little bit, but it was the right call. It was a travel.
Douglas
so here
gets
comes
the
Douglas.
ball back. Kiera Smith moves it up the court. Gets it to Jordan Anderson on the wing. She's overlooking the defense. Star Spencer running man-to-man D. Brianna Jones for 3, no good. That was Kiera Smith for 3.
It's rebounded by Brianna Jones right there for the offensive board. She goes right back up but gets fouled. 2 shots incoming.
She'll go to the line for 2 and try to get to that 8-point lead.
They just have so many second chance buckets in this game, and Jones is going to miss the first one. One more free throw to go, and the score is still 16-0. 3:57 left in the first.
Here's Brianna Jones, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded Star Spencer. Gets the ball to 5, gets past half court, goes out of bounds off of the foot of Nakia Burge.
Yeah.
So it will remain Star Spencer basketball. They're down 16-0, 3:52 left in the first quarter. Inbound to 14 of Star Spencer. Got it stolen by Kiera Smith, and they're going to call a reach-in foul on Star Spencer. Number 5 got a little frustrated by the another turnover and got called for the reach in. So
great execution on that trap by the Lady Trojans. Once again, another turnover.
And so they're going to get to that 5-foul.
Yeah, that's a new
limit.
rule in high school basketball. If you get to 5, you get 2 shots, no more 1-and-1.
And for every foul after that until the second quarter, we still have 3 minutes, 48 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yep. They do a good job at creating contact, getting down low.
Kiera missed her first shot, makes her second. 17-0 lead, Douglas Lady Trojans. Here almost gets stolen again by Kiera Smith. Goes out of bounds off of her. Star Spencer will get the basketball. 5 throws into number 23. Trying to fight through the press. Gets trapped there at the half court. Gets rid of it. And now it's stolen by Nakaya Burge, who's going to bring it up court. And unbelievable drive to the basket. Layup's no good. Rebounded Star Spencer. Now they're fighting for a loose ball. And Star Spencer
jump ball, it's going to go right back to the Lady Trojans.
That's the way the possession arrow was pointing.
No doubt about it. Here we are at 17-0.
Kiera Smith bringing the ball up the court. Top of the key, goes left, finds Brianna Jones in the corner. Down low to Anderson, then finds Burge, who is cutting across the court. And she gets fouled on her way to the basket.
One ref called a travel, one called a foul.
So they're going to go with the travel call.
Okay.
So Star Spencer will inbound the basketball, have to fight through this full court press. Now they're a little bit more seasoned here. They kind of know what to expect. Still trying to get it to half court, though.
I mean, they're
and
just
stolen by
over
Nakaya
them.
Burge. Finds Brianna Jones for the easy bucket, 19-0 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Star Spencer, number 23, gets the ball. Trying to push it up the floor. Has to shake off those defenders. Gets to 14 now. They're across half court and puts up the jump shot. No good. Rebounded Jordan Anderson. She takes off running and finds Brianna Jones on the block, and it got blocked. Her shot.
Andrea Perez, the freshman, number 23 for Star Spencer with the big-time block. They needed something like that.
That was a strong defensive play from Star Spencer. They've got to start capitalizing on some of those plays and putting some points on the board. 3-point shot by Douglas, in and out. Jordan Anderson with the rebound, put back no good. Now Star Spencer gets the rebound, pushes it up the court, gets past half court, finds number 2 at the wing, tries to, well, it gets stolen. Nakaya Burge comes up and beautiful cross-court pass to her open teammate Jordan Anderson with the left-handed layup, scores 21-0 Douglas.
Nice 3-on-2 fast break by the Lady Trojans, and
gets
they
tipped,
steal
goes
it,
out of bounds off the.
Serenity Taylor tips that one out of bounds.
Showcasing her defensive prowess. She's one of the bigger players on this team as far as height.
Yeah, her and Nakaya Burge are both tall, but they can shoot from the three-point line as well.
So Star Spencer gets to try to execute their half-court offense here at the top of the key. Perez, she dribbles right, tries to get it down low, but it gets stolen by Serenity Taylor. Throws cross-court to Burge off the glass. Easy bucket. Douglas Lady Trojans are dominating this basketball game right now.
No doubt about it. It all comes down to conditioning and offensive boards, steals. The pressure is unreal.
And in overall effort, it's like Douglas is playing with their hair on fire. They're very aggressive, they're fast, and they know what everyone's role is on this team. And they're playing very, very well together. So they're going to inbound the basketball.
Another trap.
And stolen by Jordan Anderson. She comes up, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded.
Partially blocked. It's 23 again with
Still
the block.
Douglas basketball, gets it down low to Brianna Jones, and now she gets it stolen. Here comes Star Spencer, 1-on-4. Gets tipped to go out of bounds. It'll remain Star Spencer basketball, but they'll have an inbound pass from the baseline.
Yeah,
Won't have far to go to get a good high percentage shot here.
No doubt. It's just difficult to even get a shot off against this Lady Trojans team. They're in your face every possession.
Number 2 throws it in, tries to get it to Perez. Here's Brianna Jones, knifes it away, and then takes it all the way for the easy bucket. 25-0 with a minute left in the first quarter. Star Spencer going the wrong way, getting double teamed. What a steal by Brianna Jones. Gets it back. Kiera Smith for 3. Can't get it to fall, and Brianna Jones knocks it out of bounds. Going to be off her hand. Star Spencer basketball. Really making it difficult for Star Spencer to even get a bucket at this point.
I think I've seen him get one clean shot off this entire first quarter.
Inbound pass right off the hands of the offensive player, and Kiera Smith gets it, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded Star Spencer. 40 seconds left in this first quarter.
Let's see if they can get a shot off before the first quarter's over.
There's a blocking foul. I think they're going to call it on Jordan Anderson.
Yep, defensive foul. We'll see if they have some sort of inbound play to get an open look, a high ball screen, just something.
They've got 14 fouls this quarter. One more, they could get some free throws and maybe get a point on the board here. And it's close to stall. I think they're going to call a jump ball here.
It sure is, but I think it is going to remain with the Lady Bobcats, and indeed it is. 30 seconds left, 25-0 Douglas.
They're going to inbound from the sideline. Past half court. Number 5 looking, needs to get rid of it, and does. Completes the pass to her teammate in the corner, number 15. Star Spencer just trying to
double dribble.
Yeah, you can't make that mistake.
She could feel the pressure in the corner, try to get out of there and double dribble.
24 seconds left.
Kiera Smith is going to bring the ball up the court.
Up 25-0. Finds Brianna Jones. Gets Burge in the corner. 3-point shot, no. Expensive 2.
Great job by Nakia Burge to find her spot on the baseline and knock down the open jumper.
27-0 Douglas Trojans over the Star Spencer Lady Bobcats. And they find an open Bobcat down at the block. Gets it stolen by Jordan Anderson. Puts up a shot, no good. Scores 27-0, end of the first quarter.
Wow.
Here today at the Dungy Classic from Star Spencer High School. We appreciate everybody tuning in this afternoon on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Something happened. And we're back. Sorry about that. We are having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're good now. So, again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in this afternoon to the Dungy Classic, live from Star Spencer High School. Broadcasting live here on CBS Sports Radio, 105.3 FM, HD1 here in Oklahoma City. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Jay Swick. To my right is Dylan Treble. We've got a 27-0 score. Douglas Lady Trojans on top of the Star Spencer Lady Bobcats, who are rocking the Dungy Tiger uniforms of years past today.
It's a really cool tribute by the Lady Bobcats, and the men's team will do the exact same. We're about to get this second quarter started.
So Douglas will get the basketball and run their half-court offense. Gets it tipped, goes out of bounds. It will remain Douglas Lady Trojan basketball. Just under 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Very, very early. Fouls start over.
Yep.
Once you get to that 5-foul mark, that's when they start shooting free throws with every foul. Now, if it's a shooting foul, they'll still go to the free throw line there.
That's
as well.
right.
Brianna Jones puts up the jump shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Jordan Anderson kicks it to Nakia Burge for 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Taylor, she goes up for the shot. She is fouled.
That was one of those fouls where it's no easy buckets. Her arm was not even going up. She tried to do everything she could. Now she's at the free throw line for 2 shots. Serenity Taylor.
Trying to get to the 29-point mark. Very impressed what Coach Woods has done with this women's basketball team. She's just really changed the culture
For sure.
Their practice habits, their focus, their attitudes.
The intensity level.
And she's gotten these young ladies to buy in.
Oh, for sure. And there's only one senior on this team, which is wild in itself.
Misses her second free throw, rebounded by Perez of Star Spencer. She brings it up the court, drives it all the way, trying to get good position. Shoots the fade away, no good. Rebounded, Kiera Smith finds Brianna Jones. Fast break, easy 2 points.
Poetry in motion, the way they execute that fast break.
This is a fast Douglas Lady Trojan basketball team.
So fast.
And
aggressive.
Their goal is to
Look
make,
at that,
and that's a
steal.
Great steal by Brianna Jones, is putting up the shot, no good. And offensive rebound by Jordan Anderson, gives it to Serenity Taylor, turnaround hook shot, no good. Now it's a fight for the jump ball, and I think that's going to remain Douglas.
Indeed it is. Great job by Jordan Anderson to get her hands in there, give her team another chance on this possession.
Even the cheerleaders are rocking the old Dungey Tiger cheerleading outfit.
That is pretty cool. Nakia Burge with the easy 2.
It's 32-0. Here comes Star Spencer. Gets it past half court. Douglas Lady Trojans have relented on the full court press. They've backed up a little bit, trying to conserve a little bit of energy. They've got a 32-point lead. There's a jump shot, no good. Rebounded.
2-on-1.
Beautiful passing, beautiful ball distribution by the Douglas Trojans. They practice with for every situation. They know the answers to the test. They know exactly what to do with the basketball.
And it shows every single possession. They always make the extra pass and find the open teammate.
So they're still playing man-to-man, but they pick up they pick up the ball once they cross half court. So
it's going to be a careless turnover.
Ball goes out of bounds.
Some miscommunication.
Bad pass by Star Spencer. Douglas will retain possession. Jordan Anderson's going out, and number 10, Nijia Crawford is in the game.
She's only a sophomore. A lot of young talent.
And we've got Kiera Smith. It's it on the wing to Brianna Jones. Brianna Jones with the floater. It's good.
The float game is strong with Brianna Jones.
Star Spencer going to get the ball, bring it up, have another opportunity. Number 5 at the top of the key, cuts off the screen, has a good shot, look, but bad shot, didn't go, rebounded. Serenity Taylor, full court pass to Brianna Jones, completed for the easy bucket.
Yeah, pass complete by the QB. The bucket is good.
Here comes Star Spencer bringing it up the court. Perez trying to avoid and get past Nakia Burge. Great screen. Had a good look. Can't get the shot to fall. Now there is a foul. I think it's going to be on Nakia Burge.
That's right. She was trying to go for that rebound. I guess it's going to be a shooting foul.
So Star Spencer had they've started to take some higher percentage shots, but they still haven't made one yet. So now they're at the free throw line. Puts it up, no good.
No good. That's unfortunate.
Here's some more substitutions for Star Spencer here.
Yeah, they got fresh bodies, but that just doesn't really
Here's number 14
go well sometimes against the Lady Trojans. They made a bucket, so they're
on the board. 36-1. Here's Douglas with the basketball. Bad pass goes out of bounds. Star Spencer going to get the basketball back, and it's important that they figure out a way to capitalize on some of these turnovers because Douglas doesn't turn the ball over very often.
Not very often at all. They're a very disciplined basketball team.
Here comes Star Spencer kind of communicating. Perez just drives it all the way. Are they going to call a walk or a?
Looks like it's going to be on the defense. Number 23, Serenity Taylor with the foul on Perez. No shooting foul, so they are going to throw it in from the baseline.
5 is found 25 at the wing. She drives, loses control. It's going to go out of bounds and stay. Star Spencer basketball here.
Thought that might have been a kick ball, but I guess not.
Star Spencer from the other sideline goes out of bounds, gets it tipped. They'll try again. Down 36-1 here. Douglas Lady Trojans with the 35-point lead. And Star Spencer's got to get rid of it. Completes the pass, throws cross court, gets tipped, and thrown out of bounds. So that's a Star Spencer turnover. Douglas Lady Trojans get the basketball back. 5 minutes, 2 seconds left in the second quarter.
The pressure by Douglas is just relentless, nonstop.
Here's Jordan Anderson off a screen to the right. She's going to take it herself. Jump shot, in and out, goes out of bounds. They're going to say off the hand of Nikaya Burge, so Star Spencer will get the basketball back.
Now the Lady Bobcats are getting some stops in this second quarter. They're doing a better job at rebounding as well.
And they're I'm not mad at their shot selection. It's just not falling. Here's 25 on the right side, drives towards baseline, pulls up, puts up the shot, no good. Fighting for the rebound. The ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it's off the hand of a Douglas Trojan.
Yeah, it looks like it was going to be out of bounds on number 10, Crawford, the sophomore.
All right, they'll inbound the pass to the Lady Bobcats, and here's Perez. She drives right, puts up the left-handed shot, no good. Rebounded Douglas. Here they come. Fast. Jordan Anderson gets it on the run, no good. Serenity Taylor is there to clean up the mess, gets the putback.
Right place at
right
the right time.
Right off the offensive board.
Serenity Taylor doing what she does.
And here is Star Spencer, puts up the jump shot, no good. Rebounded Burge. She pushes the floor, finds Kiera Smith, 3-on-1. Kiera takes it herself and rebounded Serenity Taylor. They're going to call a push on Star Spencer.
Yeah, that was a hard foul by Star Spencer. You can kind of sense the frustration a tad bit. 3:54 left before halftime.
Brianna Jones, Kiera Smith. I should be more specific. Kiera Smith's going to take a breather. Brianna Jones is back in this game. She puts up the floater, no good. Rebounded Star Spencer. Now they're moving the basketball up the court, trying to get another bucket. Drives towards it, and there's going to be a blocking foul there. I think they're going to call it on Serenity Taylor, who's been doing a great job of just clogging those lanes and making it difficult.
Oh, for sure.
For Star Spencer to get a good, high, efficient shot here.
Yeah, Taylor and Burge are really solid when it comes to that post presence.
And they make a second free throw, so it's 38-2.
Number 14, I think she has both of the points for the Lady Bobcats tonight. Good job of getting down there.
She'll have one more free throw here, trying to get to the three-point mark. Puts it up, it's good. 38-3, here comes Douglas. Fast pace, they push the ball up the court. Real quick, Jordan Anderson in the corner for the jump shot, no good. Rebounded Star Spencer. Now they throw it down court, have a wide open man. Can they get there? Can't get the bucket to fall, and it's a free-for-all for the basketball, and they're going to call a jump ball.
She had a good look on the fast break.
Star Spencer basketball, right?
Yeah. I think she just heard those footsteps from Nikaya Burge coming from behind.
Oh, great tip by Nikaya Burge right to where she could grab it, take it herself, and take it all the way.
The tip to herself and the finish with the lefty. She is a special player.
40-3 lead. Douglas Lady Trojans dominating this first half here at the Dungey Classic. Star Spencer gets the basketball, puts the shot up, no good. Rebounded Serenity Taylor. Strong full court shot. Well, pass to number 15.
Deasia
Smith gets the basketball, caught the full court pass, turns around, puts up the shot, makes it. 42-3.
Strong post move by Deasia Smith.
Here's Star Spencer trying to penetrate that defense right now. But Douglas is
playing that man
really making
defense.
it difficult. Ball goes out off the hands of Star Spencer. Douglas will retain possession here after forcing that turnover.
It's Nikaya Burge that forced it again. She's a great two-way player offensively and defensively.
All right, so here's Jordan Anderson loses control. Deasia Smith is there too. Actually, that's not Deasia Smith. That's Anisha Crawford.
There's Smith, attempts the jumper, can't get it to go.
What an offensive rebound by Serenity Taylor, just doing a great job of cleaning that up. Here's a Burge for three, gets it to fall from the corner, increases their lead to 45-3. 2 minutes left in the second quarter until halftime.
Nakia Burge, she can do it all. She can shoot, defend.
Three-point shot by Star Spencer, desperation shot, no good. Crawford with the rebound. Crawford's going to take it all the way. Left hand, no good, but she gets fouled. She'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, she's a really good player coming off that bench.
She saw the daylight and
she did.
took advantage of it and got fouled in the process. But good decision by her. She'll go to the free throw line. Douglas will have their players stand back and be prepared to get back on defense. Puts up the shot, no good.
Okay. She's a left-handed shooter. Maybe that's why she attempted the left-hand layup.
Mass substitution here for Star Spencer. Every person is going to all five.
Yeah, they got some fresh bodies on the court right before halftime. Only a minute 50 left. Douglas is up big time still.
So Crawford is going to have a second free throw attempt. Try to get to 46. Can she do it? No, missed both of them. Here comes Star Spencer. Minute 45. Ball on the left corner. Puts up the floater, no good. Offensive rebound, but then it gets stolen by Nisha Crawford. She's going to take it coast to coast. Just showcasing her incredible dribbling ability. Now they're going to pass, and they find Burge on the block. She puts up the shot, no good. No foul either. Jordan Anderson for three, no good. Crawford with the offensive rebound. She's going to try her hand at a three-point shot, and it falls.
The lucky lefty gets it to go from the wing. Really nice shot by Crawford.
48-3 Douglas Lady Trojans. 1 minute, 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Almost got stolen. It is stolen. Here's DeAsia Smith with the right hand. She misses the shot but gets fouled in the process. She'll go to the free throw line to try and get to that 50-point mark. We have seen this Douglas team score 100 points in the game before.
We sure have. And the whole gym at Douglas erupted when they got to that 100-point mark for good reason. That's rare in a high school basketball
game. So right
game.
now they are on pace to do just that. So here's DeAsia Smith. Puts up the shot, and it is good. I almost said it was no good. I don't know why.
DeAsia Smith and Crawford, really good players off
49.
the bench for this Douglas Lady Trojans basketball team.
And they get to the 50 mark here. DeAsia Smith, second free throw, gets it to fall. 50-3, Douglas Lady Trojans. And Star Spencer inbounds a pass, pushes it up the court, loses control. Crawford gets it, 3-on-1, finds Smith, then to her teammate for the easy bucket. Who is that over there? That's number 20.
Is that number 24?
I think that is number 20, Chelsea Owasu.
Okay.
And Owasu almost got the basketball back, but the pass was too far ahead of her, and so she wasn't able to secure it. It will go out of bounds. That is, in fact,
yeah, that is number 20,
Chelsea Owasu. And great bucket, great pass by her teammate. All right, so it's going to go out of bounds. They're going to step out of bounds here, and no, they're going to call a foul.
It's a reach-in foul
DeAsia Smith.
27 seconds
so that's
left before halftime.
That's the fifth foul, so so Star Spencer will go to the free throw line here.
It's number 12
at the line. Try and get to the 4-point mark here. Puts up the shot, no good. They'll have a second free throw attempt.
Kira Traylor, the freshman guard, attempting the second free throw.
27 seconds left until halftime. Stay tuned for our David Stanley Mitsubishi halftime show. Corner, DeAsia Smith for three, off the rim. Offensive rebound by Crawford. What a play. Gets it back to DeAsia Smith. She throws cross court to Bird. She drives the lane, puts up the right hand, gets it to fall, and the foul, and one.
Wow, what a great take by Nakia Burge. She's so versatile. She shows all different levels.
Is it me, or does Nakia Burge remind you a little bit of Angel Reese of LSU?
She does, to an extent. I can definitely see the
similarities. She's not as tall as Angel Reese.
No, but she can do everything.
But her game is similar.
No doubt about it.
Her game is similar. Here's Star Spencer. Gets it stolen by Crawford. No, DeAsia Smith. DeAsia Smith with the left-handed layup gets it to the 56-point mark. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
Wow. Here
from the Dungy Classic, live from Star Spencer High School. Scored halftime of the girls' game, 56-4. Douglas Lady Trojans on top of the Lady Bobcats of Star Spencer.
Really impressive showing.
We're going to take a 6-minute commercial break, and we'll come back and get this second half underway. Stay with us. Saturday afternoon basketball, the Dungy Classic, live here on CBS Sports Radio, 105.3 FM, HD1.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune in to my show, Super Prep Live. Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student-athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live. Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student-athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
Welcome back to Saturday afternoon high school basketball here on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1. We're live here from Star Spencer High School at the gymnasium for the Dungey Classic, which happens every year this time of year. We've got the Star Spencer Bobcats who are rocking the Dungey Tiger uniforms to celebrate the historic school. And apparently we have a live performance here going on right now at center court. But you're in tune to the David Stanley Mitsubishi halftime show. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Jay Swick, and my colored commentator to my right is, of course, Dylan Tribble. We got, obviously, the Douglas Trojans taking on the Star Spencer Bobcats today, and 56-4 halftime score of the girls' game. The Lady Trojans of Douglas have been absolutely dominant. Talk about their dominance, Dylan, just how efficiently not only have they played in this game, but in games earlier this season. They've got a really good record.
Yeah, I mean, every game that we've covered thus far, they never let you down with their effort, with their pressure, and just with the execution of what they do offensively. They always get a good open look, whether if it's an easy layup or an open jumper, and it just goes back to their coach. It all starts with the coach, and then it trickles down, and we've seen the improvement from last year. It's so wild, but it's fun to watch.
It's extremely fun to watch, and you know, if you're looking for great team basketball, you go watch the Douglas Lady Trojans. I mean, my goodness. And I know the boys team, obviously the boys team of the Douglas Trojans, defending Class 4A state champions. They're going to try and make another run again this year, and they get a lot of the publicity. But the story this season specifically has been the uprising of the Douglas Lady Trojans and how efficient this basketball team has been on both sides of the floor, offense and defensively. They're very efficient, and they're very fast,
relentless.
And they love to score in transition, and they love to play full court press defense. And it's
no
like
doubt.
they enjoy it, and they don't get tired, and they can play it for 4 quarters if you ask them to. Now they've relented. They've kind of backed off. When you've got a 56-4 lead, you don't necessarily have to play the full court press.
You don't, but I have a feeling that they want to get 100 points again. We've already seen it before, and they are on their way.
And it's certainly a possibility here today, live from Star Spencer High School. Obviously, Star Spencer has some good players too, but they've struggled to penetrate this defense and take high percentage shots.
Yeah, for sure. It's not just Star Spencer. This is just
and
what
they've been
Douglas
struggling.
does.
Yeah, and they've been struggling on the rebounds as well. The Lady Trojans do a great job of crashing the boards. It's just not a really good matchup. But at the same time, it is the Dungey Classic. This is a historic matchup each and every year that they celebrate the old historic Dungey High School of years past, and that's why Star Spencer is rocking the Dungey Tiger uniforms today. So here we're going to get the start of the third quarter. Serenity Taylor starts off with a three-pointer, no good. Star Spencer gets the rebound, pushes it up the court. Perez, bad pass, gets it to Douglas. Douglas makes a bad pass, but still comes away with it. Nakaya Burge with the long jump shot, gets it to fall.
Contested. Wow, really impressive contested jumper by Burge.
58-4 Douglas. Here Star Spencer gets it down low. Now they got to kick it out. 3-point, fake. Now they're going to take they pass it down low, and we're going to get a travel here, or an offensive foul of some kind.
Maybe
on number 14, I think it was.
To create that separation she got for the shot. The shot fell, but there was a foul before the shot, so no basket.
When the Lady Trojans are all over you, it's hard to get it. Good shot. And here's Kiara Smith, who drives, and I think she lost her balance or slipped a little bit. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it's off of her. So Star Spencer will get the basketball back here. Move it up the court, slowly but surely. Douglas won't pick them up on defense till they're past half court. Top of the key, Star Spencer loses her dribble, gives it to 23 Perez at the top of the key. She's trying to create her own shot. Puts it up, no good, goes out of bounds, off of the hand of a Star Spencer Bobcat. So the Lady Trojans of Douglas will get possession here and inbound it to Kiera Smith. She pushes it up the court, past half court, and might take it all the way herself, but she gets fouled in the process. She'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah,
and the Star Spencer defense didn't collapse like I expected them to, so it was a one-on-one situation. And I don't blame Kiera Smith for trying to take that all the way.
Oh, no doubt about it. She did a great job keeping that defender on her left hip so she could get an open look, but she was fouled, so she's at the free throw line. I guess they're going to say it's a non-shooting foul. They're going to have the Lady Trojans throw it in from the baseline. That's Jordan Anderson.
All right, there's Kiera Smith, puts up the shot, no good.
Maybe this time they're going to call a shooting foul. Looked like the shooting motion to me. So here it is. She is going to go to the free throw line for 2 this time.
Kiera Smith's going to have a free throw attempt here. Just under 5.5. We've got a running clock here.
She is the lone senior on this Lady Trojans team. A lot of promise.
Well, Coach Letitia Woods has done a tremendous job, without question, for this program. And, you know, have really tutored these young athletes and got them to play at a really high level, but a high level together, like as
sure.
one. And there's a loose ball and a jump ball. So Douglas will
going to go to the Lady Bobcats.
Okay. I couldn't tell where the possession arrow was going and pointing towards Star Spencer. So the Lady Bobcats going to bring up the ball. Gets past half court, far right side. Puts up the floater, in and out, but they're going to call a blocking foul, I think, on Jordan Anderson.
Yep, they sure are.
Of the Douglas Lady Trojans.
The senior, Tiaja Walker, she's going to be going to the free throw line.
First foul this quarter for the Douglas Trojans. Here's a free throw, no good.
Got some substitutions.
Jordan Anderson's coming out, and Jaden Gatewood is in the game, the sophomore Trojan of Douglas. Here's the second free throw, no good. Rebounded Brianna Jones. She pushes it up the floor, finds Kiera Smith. Wide open on the block. Easy bucket, gets to the 60-point mark. 3:50 left in the third quarter. Stolen by Nakia Burge, 2-on-1. She's going to take it herself. Off the glass, another 2 points, 62-4. Douglas Trojans with the lead in this Dungy Classic basketball game. Here's
an open shot.
Jump shot, and it does fall. Star Spencer's number 10.
Amari Hill,
beautiful,
the freshman guard.
Unbelievable bucket by Brianna Jones just now. She caught a long pass and somehow contorted her body enough to get the shot off, and it fell. So they're at 64-6 right now.
Yep, and it's going to go right back to the Lady Trojans. I think we've got an injured player on the court.
I think so.
It's never a good sign when she can't get up on her own.
Number 20 is going to come in the game for her.
She's right by her bench, so she didn't have to go far, which is a good thing, but I hope she's okay.
They're going to assess her ankle injury. I think it's a foot or an ankle injury of some kind. Douglas will inbound the pass. Gets it to Brianna Jones. Brings it at the top of the key. Drives left. Hard lefts. Then finds Burge. Puts up the shot. No good, but gets the offensive rebound. Now it's
gotta be a
wrestling match, basically, at this point.
Nakia Burge is so strong.
So she'll go to the line for 2. 2:20 left in the third quarter here at the Dungy Classic, the girls' game.
Burge knocks down the first. 1 free throw to go, and they're up 65-6. 2:11 left in the third quarter, and it is a running clock.
Second free throw, in and out, and offensive rebound, but goes out of bounds. They're going to say it's off the hand of Star Spencer Bobcats, so Douglas will retain.
Yep, Brianna Jones going to throw it in. They have some great inbound plays. Oh.
And miscommunication by Douglas. Brianna Jones thought Burge was going outside. She went inside, and the pass went out of bounds. So, you know, that's a turnover at the hands of Douglas, and you can tell Coach Woods no matter the score, it
doesn't matter.
You're always chasing perfection.
For sure.
Even if it's, unattainable, you still got to put out your best effort to do that.
No doubt about it. She's going to coach hard regardless of the score.
Stay tuned. We will be interviewing one or two of the Douglas Lady Trojans immediately following this basketball game. We've got with their athletic director, Carlos Woodard.
So it looks like we're going to go straight into the fourth quarter with this running clock. Never mind. That was just the timeout clock.
That was the timeout clock. So here we go. Star Spencer bringing the ball up the court. Loses control. A dive for the ball and
jump ball.
I can't tell. Is that?
Yeah, that was Kiara Smith that went for the ball, but it's going to remain with the Lady Bobcats.
So they're just trying to fight through this defense that is the Douglas Trojans. They're really good at what they do. And we've got another whistle.
Yep, illegal screen on Star Spencer.
So Douglas will get the basketball back. They've got a 65-6 lead. Under a minute left in the third quarter. I don't know if the Douglas Trojans are going to get to the 100-point mark tonight. We've seen it before, but
not with the running clock.
Yeah, I think the running clock is the biggest reason here. And Serenity Taylor, I credit Perez of Star Spencer for applying some strong defense right there.
Strong, aggressive defense.
Serenity Taylor getting knocked down a little bit.
A little contact, trying to go for the steal. She's frustrated, and
so that's the fifth foul of the quarter. So Taylor's going to shoot the free throws here, 2 of them. Puts up the first shot, gets it to fall, 66-6, 60-point lead for the Douglas Lady Trojans. Here's Taylor with their second free throw. Gets it to fall, 67, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter here at the Dungey Classic on the girls' basketball game. 67-6, Douglas Lady Trojans on top of the Star Spencer Lady Bobcats. We're going to take a 30-second commercial break. We're broadcasting live here on Heart and Soul, 92.1 and 1140. And we appreciate everybody tuning in for this Saturday afternoon basketball game. Immediately following the girls' game, we'll have the Douglas Trojan boys' game as they take on the Star Spencer Bobcats, who will also be in the Dungey Tiger uniforms this afternoon. So stay with us. Heart and Soul, 92.1, 1140. We'll be back.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Welcome back to Saturday afternoon basketball here on Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Jay Swick. Dylan Tribble to my right. We're broadcasting live from the Dungey Classic here at Star Spencer High School between the Star Spencer Lady Bobcats and the Douglas Lady Trojans, and it's been all Douglas Lady Trojans this afternoon. Score 71-6. The Lady Trojans of Douglas have a really, really good basketball team this year. You might tell your friends about it because they're becoming more and more popular day by day because of their dominant athletic prowess play of the game of basketball. They're just playing at an extremely high level, and they're going to try and make a run this year.
No
Obviously
doubt
the
about it.
boys are
We know
Class
who the
4A.
boys are. Yep.
Class 4A defending state champions from last year, and they're going to try and do what they can to repeat again. It's going to be really difficult, but they've got a great team. But here, the story this year has been the Douglas Lady Trojans.
The turnaround in 1 year because of the coach Woods has just made all the difference.
Letitia Woods has done a great job. I know the athletic director, Carlos Woodard, has done a great job. Here's Deasia Smith with the steal. She's going to take it. Puts up the jump shot off the glass, bounces around, gets it to fall, 73-6.
Tough shot by
Douglas
Deasia
Lady
Smith.
Trojans. We're in the fourth quarter, 6:24 left. Playing a high-level basketball, and they're going to call a foul here. And Deasia got hit in the face or slapped in the face on an incidental play.
Yeah,
wasn't on
some
purpose.
Contact, but I have a feeling she's going to shake it off, and she's going to be right back in this game, and she is not going to go out.
Yeah, she's a tough young lady. So Star Spencer will have the basketball here on the inbound. Throws it cross court, complete. Off the glass, no good, but they're going to call a foul, I believe, on
Crawford.
On Anisha Crawford. And that's a push. So that's already 4 fouls on Douglas. And it was a shooting foul, so I guess she's going to shoot free throws here. Gets it to fall. Number 5 is back in the game. Remember, she tweaked her ankle a little earlier.
Really good to see that because she is a senior, so I'm glad she gets to get back out here and enjoy the time on the court.
And the reason we're calling them by their numbers is because the roster that we have doesn't match the numbers that they're wearing today. Today is a special day because they're rocking the Dungey Tiger Classic, retro uniforms.
Yeah, completely different
and
uniforms.
So they've got different numbers to them. So ball goes out of bounds. That's a turnover on Douglas. Star Spencer going to get the basketball back. 5.5 to play in the fourth quarter. It's to number 5 on a beautiful screen. Puts up the shot, no good. Almost went out of bounds, and they're going to call a foul here on number 1, Kanaya Fletcher for Douglas. And so I think Star Spencer's going to go back to the free throw line.
Yep, they sure are. Number 10, Amari Heel. She's a freshman player for the Star Spencer team. See if she can knock down these free throws. Gets the first one to fall. Pretty nice for that young lady. Always love to see a freshman get some quality minutes.
Yeah, so here's the free throw.
She knocks down both.
Knocks it down.
5:05 left to play. Douglas, they missed the three-point shot. Lady Bobcats pushing the ball up the court, and it's stolen by Douglas right back. It's Deasia Smith.
She's going to take it through the legs of the defender, trying to get it to Owosu.
That's a certain term that they call the pass through the legs, but we cannot say that on the radio. Crazy pass by that young lady. And now the lone returner for the Lady Trojans gets on the floor.
All right,
That's
so
Moten.
Yeah,
Mariana
Moten.
The junior guard.
And almost stolen by Star Spencer. Goes out of bounds off the hands of number 23 there. And so it looks like Fletcher's going to inbound the pass. And
another substitution. Dariana Gates, the freshman player for the Lady Trojans. She's going to get some playing time. 4 minutes left.
All right, so referees are having a discussion there. 3:55 and counting right now. Douglas will retain possession, throw it in. Throws cross court to Crawford. Then to Moten on the corner, no good. Rebounded Crawford. She's going to step back, restart their offense. Gives it to Smith now in the corner to Fletcher. Back to Crawford at the wing. Now top of the key to Crawford. Crawford trying to create her own shot. Finds Moten on the other side of the wing. Down low. Puts up the shot. In and out. Number 24, Gates, the freshman. And Moten gets the rebound, puts it up, gets blocked, and then somehow still retains the basketball, puts up another shot, gets fouled. She'll go to the free throw line.
She was a really solid player on that team last year. Left-handed shooter. She can knock down the three-point at a high percentage. Now she's got 2 free throws.
Another left-handed shooter for the Douglas Lady Trojans. They've got several of them.
No doubt about it.
I don't know if I've seen as many left-handed shooters on a basketball
I'm
team.
with you. It's normally pretty rare, but we've seen quite a few this year.
It's the second to fall, 75-12. Douglas Lady Trojans with the lead. Star Spencer gets trapped at the half court, has to hand off to her teammate, creates a little bit of room. Gets back, 3-point attempt by 14, off the glass, no good. Rebounded to Smith, and it's off to the races. And she Euro step, puts up the shot, no good. And rebounded, put back by Dariana Gates, the freshman. Great rebound, great shot to get the bucket and take him to the 77-point mark.
Going to call a foul on Deasia Smith. Pretty far away from the basket.
Nobody's looking at the scoreboard right now. It's all about just taking each possession as it comes.
That's right.
And playing as hard as you can.
Embrace the moment.
So Star Spencer will have some free throw attempts here. Puts up the shot. No good. Have a second shot here. Again, score 77-12. Lady Trojans of Douglas with the lead. Significant. Puts up the second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound by Star Spencer. They'll have another opportunity to put some more points on the board. Drives the bucket. Puts up, no good. Somehow comes up with the rebound. 3-point attempt by Star Spencer, no good. And yet they get another offensive rebound. Here's number 20, puts up the shot, and they're going to say a push, I think, on Deasia Smith.
I think you're right. Third time's a charm. They get a couple offensive boards.
Actually, I think this is going to be on Kamariana Moten.
Okay.
And that's the 16th foul for Douglas. So, again, Star Spencer's going to the line no matter what.
Couldn't get the first one to go.
2:25 left in the game. Stay tuned for our boys game following the girls. And we will interview a few of the Douglas Lady Trojans here live on Heart and Soul, 92.1 and 1140.
Yeah, those interviews are going to mean a lot to those young ladies. They're going to remember being on the radio station for the rest of their lives, I guarantee it.
Big shout out to our sponsors, SSM Health at St. Anthony. Also, Super Prep. Make sure you follow them on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all social media platforms as Super Prep OK. As well as David Stanley Mitsubishi, First Security Bank, State Farm agent Chuck Davis, Geronimo's Bakery, Covington Heat and Air, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. All right, Douglas with the shot from the wing. It's Smith, no good, and a fight for the ball to go out of bounds. Star Spencer comes up with it, throws it down court. Finally have a fast break opportunity, but it's Fletcher, Kenya Fletcher, with this almost steal. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Star Spencer basketball, but she stopped them from scoring the easy bucket there. That was
sure
a great
did.
Defensive
Heads
player.
up play by Fletcher. But now there is a foul on Douglas, and Perez is at the free throw line for 2 shots. Minute 27 left in the fourth quarter. Douglas on top.
7th team foul by Douglas Lady Trojans here in the fourth quarter. And they may have a significant lead, but they don't stop playing defense.
No doubt about it. Freshman comes back in the game for Douglas. That's Dariana Gates.
She's played well here today. Free throw is in and out. Gates with the rebound. Gives it to Fletcher, pushes it down the court, finds Crawford in the corner. Three-point shot, no good. Fight for the rebound. Star Spencer comes up with it. Loses control. Here's DeAsia Smith with the steal and the putback.
She got
no
fouled.
Good.
She got fouled for sure. Amari Hill's arguing the foul. Of course, nobody ever wants to take full responsibility for the foul. So DeAsia Smith's at the free throw line.
4-2, trying to get to the 79-point mark here for the Douglas Lady Trojans. I know Coach Letitia Woods has got to be a proud coach for the way her team has performed here this afternoon at the Dungy Classic.
No doubt. We got the Douglas side yelling scoreboard.
Yeah, this is a
Rightfully
rivalry
so.
game. This is a rivalry game for a reason. So,
and they can say all they want with this score.
The gym is packed out here today at Star Spencer High School. Goes out of bounds. I think it's going to be Douglas basketball. Fletcher's going to have the inbound pass here. 40 seconds left.
Crawford's going to bring it up the court.
Slowly. Now, I don't think they're really going to try. Oh, it's stolen by Star Spencer. Full. Puts up the layup. Got the bucket and the foul.
Look at Perez. She is fired up. Like you mentioned earlier, she's not worried about the score.
No.
She's still playing really hard out there. That ignites a little bit of a flame over there on Star Spencer's side.
She got the steal and went on the fast break and
missed the first shot.
Got the rebound, and then got the and one on the putback. So that's got to feel good that, your effort was for something.
Fans cheering for her as well. So
17 seconds left until the end of this game. And Perez gets called for the kickball. She wanted the steal.
Gotta love the pressure, though. She's right there in the face of Crawford.
She's playing hard. This whole Star Spencer basketball team, I know the score isn't what they want, but you got to be satisfied with their effort. That's the end of the ball game. Here are the girls' game of the Dungy Classic. Douglas Lady Trojans 78, Star Spencer 15. Strong victory by the Douglas Lady Trojans and Coach Letitia Woods. And here shortly we'll be interviewing a couple of the Douglas Lady Trojan basketball players. And we want to shine a spotlight on what they're able to do this year and what they've been able to accomplish. And it's going to be important. So we'll bring that to you here momentarily. I want to thank everybody this afternoon for tuning in to the Dungy Classic here on PPBC TV. And Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140. We're going to take a little bit of a commercial break, and then we'll get this boys game started.
Cannot wait for that one. It's going to be even more
Stay tuned for some
up.
interviews as well. So a lot to look forward to this afternoon here. Saturday afternoon basketball here on Heart and Soul 92.1, 1140. We'll be back.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live. Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live. Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
The two with the
you say your name? Okay. Serenity, great game. Great game. You got after it, girl. And we are back live Saturday afternoon basketball here on Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140. I'm Jay Swick, and we're here live at the Dungey Classic between the Douglas Trojans and the Star Spencer Bobcats. And I got to give it up to the Douglas Lady Trojan basketball team. Solid victory here this afternoon, and we've got a couple of the players here. We're going to start with Nikaya Burge, who's live with us. Nikaya, great game.
Thank you, thank you.
Can you hear me all right?
I can.
It's a loud gym. There's a lot of people here that are excited about these basketball games. And
Yes.
my goodness, you've got a dominant basketball team this year, and we saw it today. What's been the keys to success for the Douglas Lady Trojan basketball program in this team?
Yes, the key to success, I feel like, has been getting to know each other, getting to be able to play with each other and push each other no matter any circumstances, being able to push through anything and finish in the end with all you got, 100%.
Now, what has been the biggest difference from last year to this year for you specifically? You're always creating turnovers. You love to score in fast breaks. You share the basketball with your teammates. Like, I mean, is there anything – what is the weakness to your game? We can talk about your strengths, but, I mean, what is it, that you want to work on going forward and that you guys are going to try to accomplish this year as a team?
Yeah, I feel like my confidence, it has grown tremendously. I'm more confident with just things that I have been trying to work on. I've been getting comfortable with myself, and I feel like from last year to this year, I have grown and been able to be confident and trust myself.
You and your teammates have to be in incredible shape because you start each and every game with a full court press. What's the mindset that goes into that each and every game, especially at the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, we just know we got to jump on them from the beginning, and we got to keep that up. We condition a lot, so we're conditioned, well-conditioned. We just know that we got to set the tone from the beginning.
Nikaya Burge, thank you very much. Let me ask you this. What's it like playing for Coach LaTesha Woods?
I love her so much. She will push you until there's no more. You think there's no more, and she will give you the right mindset and tell you mind over matter every time, and she's going to get in you, but it's all love.
Now, this is one of the more deeper Douglas basketball teams that we have seen in quite some time. I mean, there's really no drop-off from the first team to the second team, and even some of those others that still get momentum. Who do you enjoy playing with the most on this team?
I love playing with Kiara Smith. I love her so much. She's a great teammate.
Nikaya Burge, thank you so much for talking with us. Let's give the mic to Serenity Taylor because she has done a really good job, especially today, of just kind of, getting those rebounds, getting those putback shots, and, playing that tenacious defense that it creates so much turnovers. What's it been like today and this year for you, Serenity Taylor, as far as, this basketball season and how it's going?
I would say it's going pretty well. Just getting in the gym, working extra, putting in the extra hours.
What is it about playing for Coach LaTesha Woods that you like so much?
I like that she pushes me. Just even when she's like hard on me, I still don't give up and get down on myself.
Talk about the aggressiveness on the defensive side today. I mean, you made some really tough rebounds. You had some blocked shots. You had some great putbacks. There were some of your teammates would miss the shots. You get the offensive boards and the putback. Is that just kind of your forte? Is that what you do best?
Yes, I would say. Yeah, it's just crashing and rebounding, doing the little things.
Let me ask you, what do you want to work on going forward for you as specifically as a basketball player? What are some things that you'd like to get better at going down the stretch?
I would say my shooting, my three-point shooting, and really just, rebounding, putbacks like I did today.
What's practices like? Because we see the intensity and the speed that you guys execute each and every game. I can only imagine what practices are like and how difficult they are.
Yes,
Tell us about it.
It's a lot of running, missing, even when missed layups, stick count missed layups. It's a lot of running up and down the court, but we get each other better every day.
What's the goal this year? What are some things that you're trying to accomplish this season?
To win state, win it all.
That's the goal. It's
Yep.
boom or bust. Serenity Taylor, thank you very much for talking with us. Good luck the next game. You played an outstanding game today, and you got a victory here at the Dungey Classic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we've got the boys' game coming up here shortly. They're warming up. Douglas Trojans, Star Spencer Bobcats. Obviously, Star Spencer is rocking the Dungey Tiger jerseys today. And the gym is absolutely packed. This is great basketball atmosphere, I can promise you that. And we're having a really, really good time, and we thank everybody for tuning in this afternoon again to the Dungey Classic here live from Star Spencer High School. And I'm going to bring in Dylan Tribble. Dylan, what are your thoughts on
Injuries
this
don't
game
wait
this afternoon?
for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries.
What are your thoughts on this?
Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
What are we going to look like? How's it going to look like?
Yes, sir. Man,
Sorry, I got to turn your mic on.
it's
Usually
all good,
that
brother.
works. It works better when it's on.
Yeah,
Sorry,
no
my
doubt
bad.
about it. I mean, like you said, this is going to be an intense game. It's a rivalry. This is the Dungey Classic. We can already feel the energy in the gym. Both sides are fired up to play this game. Star Spencer's got the home court advantage, but they have a tall mountain to climb when it comes to playing the defending 4A champions, the mighty Douglas Trojans.
Now, what do you think of? Yeah, I mean, we obviously watch a lot of basketball. We broadcast a lot of basketball for both schools, but what impresses you the most about this Douglas basketball team?
It's the way they play as a team. They have a couple guys that are real high level, but that does not override the team. It's team first, and that's what Coach Alexander preaches to them day in and day out. It's we, not me. And you see it every time they play. One man can get hot, and then the other guy's just going to share the ball and feed him. No player is greater than the other. They are one group, and it shows every time.
And I'm excited to watch this Star Spencer basketball team and, watch them try and compete against Douglas, who are, like you said, are the Class 4A defending state champions, trying to go for a next one. But Star Spencer's swinging for the fences today.
No doubt about it.
And they've got some athletes that they can be proud of. Micaiah Gilliam, Gabriel Butler, Kaleon Johnson. I mean, those guys are solid athletes, that very good basketball players. And so I think this is going to be a lot of a very fast-paced basketball game, a lot of points in transition, up
For
and
sure.
down the court.
Maybe a few dunks here and there.
Oh, I'm sure
a lot
we'll
of
see it.
three-point shooting.
I'm sure we'll see it, and this crowd is ready to see some of that too.
Yeah.
It is. There's an electricity in the air.
Both teams want to show out to their fan base.
Absolutely. So we'll take a 60-second commercial break, and then we're going to come back and get this game underway. We're broadcasting live here on Heart and Soul 92.1, 1140 in Oklahoma City, and online at PPBC TV. log on and you can watch this game straight from your mobile device, or you can just listen to the radio here on Heart and Soul 92.1 1140. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Stay with us. Tip-off's coming up next. It's the Dungey Classic between Douglas and Star Spencer.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune in to my show, Super Prep Live. Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live. Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Saturday afternoon, here live from Star Spencer High School on Heart and Soul 92.1 1140 and on PPBC TV, which is free to download for Android and iPhone users. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We had a massive victory for the Douglas Lady Trojans as they got a victory here this afternoon, and we're about I guess a minute away from tip-off here for the boys' game. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Jay Swick. Dylan Tribble to my right.
You know it, locked and loaded for this matchup. Getting ready to introduce the starting lineups for both teams.
And, of course, Star Spencer's rocking the Dungey Tiger retro uniforms here today, as well as the cheerleaders.
Yeah, you got to love that. That's really cool.
It's a solid effort and, a great way to kind of pay tribute to the former Dungey Tiger High School. And this gym is packed out here, and everyone's here to watch these two teams battle it out on a Saturday afternoon. We got NFL football tomorrow, but it's all about high school basketball here today.
No doubt. I see you rocking your Baltimore Ravens hat. You got a lot to be excited about with that squad.
Absolutely. And that conversation can be had for another day, but we'll go over the starting lineup here for the Douglas Trojans. Landry Ballard Jr., Corey Holman,
Devon Scott, Jaden Williams, and Snoop Ransom.
That's exactly right. That's your starting lineup for the Douglas Trojans. And for the Star Spencer Bobcats, Kenyatta Tucker, Coriona Anderson, Christopher Albertson, and Kayleon Johnson will be your starting lineup for the Star Spencer Bobcats. Big game this afternoon, and a great opportunity for Star Spencer to try and dethrone this Douglas Trojan basketball team. They're strong. They're trying to compete for another Class 4A state championship. Obviously, their head coach is Stephen Alexander, who's one of the more respected coaches
in
the state of Oklahoma. But Star Spencer has a highly respected basketball coach for themselves, Christopher Cudjoe.
Yeah, he's been around this program for quite some time, and he takes pride in being the head coach for the Star Spencer
So Snoop Ransom will
Bobcats
go with the tip-off, number 4 for Douglas, and number 23, Kenyatta Tucker. Going to battle it out for the tip. May the best team win. Dungey Classic.
No doubt about it.
Seconds away from starting.
Here we go.
Snoop again, then I guess we're going to get an early jump or some sort. They're going to re-jump here. 0-0 between Douglas and Star Spencer. And Star Spencer wins the tip. Anderson gets it. 24, Loggins gets it. Passes to Kaleon Johnson, who's going to start their half-court offense. He goes right off a screen, drives,
got a
loses
steal by
control,
Williams.
Finds Devon Scott, who goes up for the dunk
my
to
God.
start the game. Douglas Trojan up 2-0.
Watch your head. Devon Scott with the flush.
Now they execute the full court press. Star Spencer's got to get this past half court. Struggling to do that. They're going to run out of time if they don't do it soon. Finally get it done. Steven Alexander wanted a call. Puts up the shot, offensive rebound, put back no good. Fighting for the rebound, goes out of bounds. It's going to be Douglas basketball. That was a really close to the 10-second.
It was super close. Coach Alexander was not happy.
He wanted
but
the
in all
call.
reality, it doesn't matter. Douglas gets the ball right back. Star Spencer couldn't get a bucket.
Landry Ballard, and there's a foul right now on Anderson, a Star Spencer. Christopher Anderson.
That's a clear reach in on Anderson.
Was guarding Devon Scott.
Yeah, him and Devon Scott had a little talk after that foul. You don't want to get Devon Scott fired up.
This is already a little chippy here early on.
It's a rivalry game.
Jaden Williams with the inbound pass, gives it to Snoop Ransom, who hands it off to Landry Ballard Jr. Ballard drives, kicks it back to Williams. Jaden's going to put up the shot. I think he got fouled on the process. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. I think they're going to call a foul on Star Spencer. I'm trying to wait and see who it is. So,
not sure, but it's going to be a non-shooting foul.
Oh, wow.
Landry
okay.
Ballard's going to throw it in from the baseline. Probably look for Devon Scott or Jaden Williams, one of those East Side Splash Bros.
Ballard's looking, throws to Snoop Ransom, who thought about, well, he pulls up for the jumper, no good. Landry Ballard with the rebound and the putback. You don't see that often from a point guard.
No, not from a point guard, but this is not just a normal point guard. This is the floor general, Landry Ballard Jr. He's a special player.
And Coach Cudjoe of Star Spencer is going to call a timeout and gather the troops.
He's going to try to settle them down.
Yeah, try to get them settled down. I know the emotions and the adrenaline running high today.
Sure.
This is a rivalry game here live from Star Spencer High School, and the stands are packed.
You know, bragging rights are on the line for this game. A lot of these kids know each other.
I just love that Star Spencer's rocking the retro Dungey Tiger uniform.
It's a really cool thing. Most high schools don't do that. It's awesome that they pay homage to what used to be Dungey High School.
All right, so Star Spencer's going to inbound the pass here. Christopher Anderson, number 11. Gets it to Tucker, who
Douglas is going to
trying to get past
him.
half court, but Douglas is making it really difficult. They finally do. Devon Scott almost got the steal. They throw it back to Tucker of Star Spencer, who gives it to his teammate. Loses control, loose ball. Landry Ballard comes up with it. He's coming, finds Jaden Williams. He fires back the baseline, kicks it back out to Ballard, puts up the floater, gets it blocked. Great defense by Star Spencer, and there's a whistle for some reason. There is a hurt player.
Maybe a foul away from the ball.
Under the basketball goal. It's Derwin Loggins, the senior.
Nonetheless, what a great block by Kenyatta Tucker, the senior, for Star Spencer.
Well, Star Spencer has matched their
intensity. For sure. They're not backing down by any means.
Douglas leads
4-0
with 6:21 left in the first quarter. And we've got an injured player getting attended to. Stay with us. I want to thank you for tuning in to Heart and Soul 92.1.
24 Loggins.
Loggins is coming up. He's got his ankle's really bothering him, and they're having to carry him to the sidelines. He looks to be in a lot of pain. Bless his heart.
I know. That's unfortunate.
And
you hate to see that.
He's an important player
for
senior. This team. So who knows? Maybe they wrap it up and he can get back in this game. We've seen it before, so we'll hope for the best for that young man. 6:21, early first quarter here at the Dungey Classic. Douglas with a 4-0 lead.
So it looks like Star Spencer's going to get the ball, and Anderson's going to throw it in.
And he throws it cross court to number 20. Corion Anderson. Gives it to 10, Kayleon Johnson, who also plays quarterback for the Star Spencer Bobcats in the fall. And we've got a whistle here, I think a foul.
It's going to be on 15, Corey Holman, down in the paint. He's a big, aggressive player down there.
And he's got size, and he is aggressive, and it's sometimes too aggressive. Will get him in foul trouble occasionally. Star Spencer with the ball in the corner. They're going to try and reset their offense. Lassiter with the basketball, gives it to Johnson. Johnson trying to find some room to penetrate. He's at the top of the key, but it's solid defense. Ballard almost got the steal, got rid of it to his teammate, drives baseline, and Hayden Williams with the steal, throws it cross court to Devon Scott, puts up the shot. He gets fouled. Ball gets knocked out of bounds.
It
wasn't a foul, was it? Was it a foul? Because
I thought it was a foul. Yeah, the referee's going to call a foul.
Okay.
Smart foul.
Because the ball went out of bounds regardless.
Right.
And it was really close to being a clean block, but I do think he got a hand on it. So Devon Scott, the sharpshooter for this Douglas Trojan basketball team, makes the first free throw, goes up 5-0.
Devon Scott, he goes by a nickname called Scoot, and he's got those Scoot Henderson Pumas on today.
So Star Spencer's going to make some substitution. Kayleon Johnson, well, he may not be coming out of the game. He's talking to his coach. Yeah, he is out of the game, and Makai Gilliam is in the game now, number 2. So he makes the second one. Douglas up 6-0. Here comes Star Spencer. We've got a travel by McGillum.
It's what the defensive pressure will do. It'll create turnovers, and we just saw it right there. So Douglas gets the ball right back.
He started moving his feet a little too much there with the basketball. You can't have too many of those careless turnovers against this Douglas basketball team.
No doubt.
Jaden Williams passes to Landry Ballard Jr. He's kind of the quarterback for this basketball team. And they're going to call a reach in on Gilliam. He's got to settle down. He's got to settle down for Star Spencer. They're already at the 4 foul mark right now in the first quarter. If they get to 5, it's free throws every time you foul.
Yep, you're right about that. Landry Ballard's going to inbound it from the baseline.
Looking for his teammate, finds Snoop Ransom at the top of the key, gives it back to Ballard. He drives baseline. Thought about giving it up, gets it knocked out of his hands. Gets his dribble, throws it to Jaden Williams at the top of the key. He drives, jump shot, fade away, no good. Fight for the rebound. Star Spencer comes up with it. Here's Gilliam pushing it up the floor, guarded by Anderson. Down low, wide open bucket. Number 23, Kenyatta Tucker, found a hole in the defense. And Star Spencer gets their first points of the game.
Great find by Gilliam.
Jaden Williams with a long 2, no good. Rebounded. Star Spencer. Anderson with the rebound. Here's Gilliam, and here is Jaden Williams with the steal and the dunk to go up 8-2.
Not only can Jaden shoot, but he can dunk it as well.
4:45 left in the first quarter. Here comes the Star Spencer Bobcats, rocking the Dungey Tiger jerseys. 3-point shot, gets it to fall.
That was
Big
Gilliam.
Shot for Star Spencer.
The senior guard knocks down the tray ball.
Jaden Williams gives it to Snoop Ransom, loses control, gets recovered by Star Spencer, and now we've got a loose ball foul.
I think they're going to call it on Jaden Williams with the reach.
Gilliam was.
No, they called it on Landry Ballard. The reach in on Landry.
Wow, this is fast-paced, back and forth basketball. Right now, Star Spencer's got a little bit of a momentum swing.
They really do. It is a game of runs, and feels like Star Spencer is going on one of those runs after Gilliam knocked down that tray ball.
But they cannot foul. Star Spencer has 4 fouls in the first quarter.
Really early in the first quarter.
Every foul after this one will result in free throws for Douglas, and you just don't want to give them that opportunity. Star Spencer on offense, though. Have it at the key. Gilliam, long side, puts up the shot. It gets stuck in between the rim and the backboard, and they have to.
He had a good look on the baseline.
So
just
it basically
couldn't get it to fall.
goes to possession arrow?
It sure does. It goes right back to Douglas. It's
That's
like it
hard
goes
to
out
do.
of bounds.
So Douglas with the 3-point lead in the ball. Devon Scott back to Ballard. Ballard to House. Now Devon Scott gets a shot opportunity, missed it, rebounded Star Spencer. They're doing a good job rebounding the bin. They're going to call a foul, I think, on
going to be on number 5, which is Greenhoward. He's in the game for the first time today.
I didn't see him sneak on the court.
Yeah, these referees are calling a tight game early on.
So Greenhoward gets called for the reach in, and here Johnson's back in the game. Get back to Gilliam. Gilliam for 3, no good. Fighting for the rebound. They're going to call a foul on number 20, Corian Anderson of Star Spencer, and that's going to result in free throws for Douglas.
Yep, you're right about that.
Because they've reached the 5-foul limit here in the first quarter.
No doubt about it.
Stephen Alexander going to corral his Douglas Trojan team.
Trying to get them to calm down.
Greenhoward's going to go to the free throw line and shoot the free throws, while Alexander talks with the other 4 players on his team on the court right now. Misses the free throw. You can tell he's disappointed. That's something Douglas really wants to become more efficient at, is just making their free throws.
And you got to, going down the stretch of the season, if they want to lift that goal ball up again.
All right, makes the second one. Star Spencer with the basketball, down 4, 9-5. Douglas with the lead. Here's Star Spencer, kicks it in the corner. 3-point shot, no good. Fighting for the Nakeem House Jr. with the rebound. Gives it to Ballard. Ballard bursts up the court, drives baseline, puts it up the glass. It's good.
His
the
floater
bucket.
is so efficient. He is money with that float game.
And we've got a technical foul.
Did they call taunting on Landry Ballard?
They did.
I don't like that. I really
didn't see anything egregious.
I mean, he was just talking. That's what teenagers do. They're competitive. He was letting them know that he just made a floater in his face, and they got called it technical.
So that's going to be 2 free throws in the ball for Star Spencer, and they don't mind that at all.
So the referees have made it a point that they're going to call a very tight game
Well,
both ways.
Is a rivalry game, and you know, emotions are high, and it's important to keep them in check.
No
Referee's going to explain why he called the technical foul to Coach Stephen Alexander. So Star Spencer's going to make their first free throw, get to the 6-point mark. Scores 11-6 Douglas.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the young man shooting free throws was at Douglas last year, Gilliam. I remember him at Douglas.
He was. Makes the second one. He was.
He had a good football season for the Star Spencer Bobcats.
So, needless to say, they know each other well.
They sure do.
So, Star Spencer will get the basketball back and gives it back to Gilliam. Down low to Johnson, puts up the shot, no good. Landry Ballard with the rebound. He takes it coast to coast. Layup, no good. Jaden Williams with the rebound and put back, no good. And it's a fight for the second rebound, and they're going to call a push on somebody.
Loose ball foul. Looks like it's going to be on Star Spencer, number 10, Keelan Johnson.
Yeah, Keelan Johnson is a spectacular athlete on the football field and the basketball court. And so that's foul number 6, so that will put Jaden Williams, one of the East Side Splash brothers, at the free throw line. He puts up the shot. It's good.
Yeah, Jaden Williams is not one of the guys you want to put on the free throw line.
Well, also
Jaden
Williams, let me tell you, he's a gym rat.
He is.
All he does is ball. That's all he's about is hooping, and it shows. This is his comfort zone when he's out here playing basketball for the Douglas Trojans. Puts up the shot, misses it, gets his own rebound. There wasn't even a Douglas Trojan in sight. Gives it to Devon Scott for the 3-point shot, no good. Nakeem House with the rebound. And it's stolen by Star Spencer. Passes to Gilliam. Gilliam pushes forward. Gets it stolen by Jaden Williams again. Throws it to Devon Scott with the layup. It's good. Great ball distribution by Douglas right there.
Great vision by Jaden Williams to find Devon Scott cutting across the court.
They know what each other are going to do it before they actually do it. They're so in sync.
No doubt.
Here's Star Spencer. Makai Gilliam showcasing his dribbling
Stolen
ability.
by Devon
Gets
Scott.
stolen back. And that was a clean block. They're going to call a foul. I thought that was a clean block by Greenhoward.
Yeah, for sure. Greenhoward's not happy about it. I wouldn't be either if I was him.
Oh, wow. I don't know what that was about.
lot of talking. It's getting chippy on that court. We said it early on. And the emotions are still there.
14-7, Douglas Trojans with a 7-point lead right now. 2:24 left in the first quarter.
It's Anderson at the free throw line.
Misses it. Corion Anderson could really do his teammates a favor if he could figure out how to make these free throws. It's been an issue here.
Only down by 7. 2:24 left in the first. And he knocks down the second, so the score is 14-8. Trojans on top.
And they've got the basketball. And there's going to be some substitutes. Jaden Williams is going to take a breather.
Yep, they're giving him a breather.
Hakeem House is in the game. Devon Scott and
Kingston
number
Hall.
0, Kingston Hall, is in the game. Devon Scott at the top of the key. Cuts off a screen from Hall. Puts up the jumper. No good. Rebounded Star Spencer, and off to the races they go. Puts up the shot. Gets it to fall. Unbelievable. Braylon Lassiter, who contorted his body to get the shot off and avoid the blockers of Douglas.
Yeah, that was some
Cut the
serious
deficit.
body
It's a
control in the
4-point
air.
game now. Devon Scott kicks it to.
It's
gets
blocked.
it blocked. That was number 1, Kingston Lemons.
He was blocked
Puts up the jump shot.
by Cameron Brown.
Jaden Williams coming back in. He's coming in for Devon Scott. He's going to take himself a breather.
Just got to wonder who's going to run the point guard without Landry Ballard on the court.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Jaden Williams, but they find Snoop Ransom, who gets the bucket right in the paint.
Great cut to the
Increase
bucket.
their lead back up 16-10 with 1:40 left in the first quarter. Makai Gilliam of Star Spencer gives it to Lassiter. Lassiter showed his ability to attack the rim and get buckets as well. Back to Gilliam. Cuts off a screen. Can't get through that defense. That's Jaden Williams. He got the screen. Throws to House. Turns around. Off the glass. It's good. 18-10 Douglas.
Really nice jump stop by House to avoid the block and go up and under.
That's the 4th steal by Jaden Williams.
And
that's
make it
the
a
5th
fit.
one. And he's got it. He's going with the layup to increase their lead to 10.
The steal with the
5
lay.
steals in the first quarter by Jaden Williams. And a 3-point dagger by
great
Makai
answer.
Gilliam of Star Spencer to cut the deficit to 7. That was a
three-pointer.
much-needed bucket for them.
No doubt. And they got the crowd fired up on the Star Spencer side.
Here's Jaden Williams.
He got
cutting
fouled.
through the defense and got fouled along the way. What a chain of events.
You can feel
These
the
last-
energy and intensity every possession.
These last few possessions have been back and forth. Jaden Williams going to the free throw line. Here's the first shot. Gets it to fall. 21-13. Douglas Trojans over the Star Spencer Bobcats right now in the first quarter. 38 seconds left in the first quarter.
Jaden's really took over the game without Landry on the floor. He's the one that stepped up, took control, and that's why they have the lead 21-13.
Both teams have reached the 5-foul limit here in the first quarter. Jaden Williams gets the second one, 22-13. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Star Spencer with the basketball. Down by 9. Here's number 5, Braylon Lassiter. Lassiter trying to figure out a way. He's holding on to the ball. Doesn't want to give it a shot opportunity to Douglas, so he's milking this clock down. 15 seconds left. Kingston Lemons is guarding him. And it's going to be up to Lassiter to try and get the shot off here. 7 seconds left. Now he makes his move, kicks it to Anderson. Anderson, 3-point shot, no good. And the time runs out. That's the end of the first quarter. 22-13, the Douglas Trojans with a 9-point lead over the Star Spencer Bobcats here in the first quarter. This is
high energy, my
high energy
goodness.
basketball game. I need some water here.
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
My throat is killing me.
Give me a Gatorade as well for some hydration.
Goodness gracious. I mean, I can feel the energy in the room. This gymnasium is packed out. You got to love the support for both schools here.
It means a lot to the community. It really does.
100%. And, I mean, this is the Dungey Classic, so this is something everybody kind of looks forward to, so you can pay homage to the old Dungey High School that used to be here in Spencer, Oklahoma.
And Spencer's really well known for their Cowboys. There's a lot of guys that come out of this area, they end up being Cowboys.
All right, so that's where both coaches are communicating to their team, trying to get them to calm down to an extent. You still want high energy and high effort level.
But discipline.
But a little bit more discipline. You want to be a little bit dialed in and not play so reckless. We've seen a lot of, aggressiveness on both teams. You had Landry Ballard get called for the technical because the emotions got the best of him.
He must
ran
have said
his mouth a little bit
to get that tech.
and
you
so
just don't see that
he
often.
needs to lay back, and he's going to remain on the bench here. And so Star Spencer with the basketball. Lassiter at the top of the key. Calling for a screen. Gets it. Goes left. Now he goes right. Gets it stolen by Kingston Lemon. Gives it to House. Back to Lemon. Lemon puts up the shot. No good. And Star Spencer with the rebound. Saved that. What a save of possession by Lassiter for getting that. Tries to get it low.
Another
Stolen
steal by
Jaden Williams. 2-on-1. Jaden takes it himself. Puts up the shot. Can't get it to fall. Gets fouled in the process. He'll go to the free throw line.
He is such a good player, and he was last year. But you can see the steps and leaps he has took from last year to this year.
Well, he's gotten better defensively.
Defensively.
I mean, he's
a lot of steals without fouling.
There's 7.5 minutes left in the first half.
And he's got 6 steals.
He's got 6 steals.
And he's getting to the free throw line, getting fouled.
He has figured out how to pick the pockets of some of these point guards. And my goodness, sticky fingers.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
With his running mates on the bench, he's keeping the lead for his squad.
And he's probably their best free throw shooter on the team.
Oh, no doubt about it. Him and Devon Scott.
And he's feeling really, really confident right now, and they're going to call a timeout. We're not going to take one. We want to thank our sponsors, though, here at SSM Health at St. Anthony. We couldn't have done it without you. Super Prep. Follow them on all social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Stay in the know when it comes to high school athletics. Follow Super Prep OK. Look for them. Also, David Stanley Mitsubishi. If you're looking for a new vehicle, you got to stop by there. They'll take care of you. One of the more kinder staffs that I've ever met at a dealership.
I'm surprised they haven't talked you into buying a new car.
Well, that's the thing is
you do have a nice Dodge Ram.
Well, I know, but I'm about to trade it in for the Eclipse. I'm about to do it.
The Spider?
The Eclipse Cross.
Oh, those are nice.
Or the Outlander Sport. I can't decide, but I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to be driving a Mitsubishi soon. All right, second quarter happening now.
They're going to trap them.
Trap South. And Snoop Ransom with the steal and puts up the shot. No good. Loose ball. Star Spencer comes up with it. And there's a reaching foul on Kingston Lemon. Yeah. Are they going to call a reaching foul on him?
They sure are. They definitely are.
And referees are trying to kind of, without getting too
They've done a great job at keeping control of this game.
Well, Coach Alexander's getting pretty upset the way this is playing out right now. So,
because the way they've been calling this game so tight, it's kind of voided a
lot
few
of
steals.
Stoppages.
Yeah, and it's voided some of Douglas's steals that they normally get.
So Star Spencer is going to have, the fouls start over every quarter. So each team has one foul now in the first minute of the second quarter. Once you get to the 5 foul mark, you're shooting free throws. Now we've got some significant starters that are going to come in and after this next break, and that goes out of bounds. No, he saves it. Douglas gets it back. Nakeem House bringing the ball down the floor. Goes right. Cuts off a screen by Jaden Williams. Going to restart it. Say, hey, let's calm this down and take this possession seriously and try to work them into getting a high percentage shot here. So Kingston Lemon for 3, no good. Kingston Hall with the rebound. He gets double teamed.
He got fouled for sure.
Fouled hard. goes down with a vengeance. He'll go to the free throw line.
Only a sophomore. He's getting some quality minutes tonight.
And I think Douglas is going to want to. So we've got Landry Ballard, Devon Scott, and Corey Hallman waiting to check into this game.
And they've been out for quite some time.
They've got an 11-point lead, now a 12-point lead.
I think Coach Alexander is just trying to keep them out of foul trouble. So in comes
Kingston Hall makes the first free throw.
Jaden Williams, Kingston Lemons, and Snoop
House.
Ransom are going to take a rest.
All right, missed the second one. So Star Spencer gets the rebound, brings it up the court. Lassiter. Anderson on the wing, guarded by House. Loses control. Corey on Anderson, then Cameron Brown's in the game for Star Spencer. He loses his dribble, gets it back to Lassiter. Star Spencer down by 12, puts up the jump shot, gets it to fall. Cuts the deficit to 10. Inbound pass to Landry Ballard Jr. of the Douglas Trojans. He's barking out the play, communicating to his teammate.
No
Gonna
doubt.
start this half-court offense.
He's
Gives
the
it
floor
to Devon
general.
Scott. Devon, jump step, gives it to Hall. Turn around. Puts
Another
up the
hard
shot,
foul
no
down
good,
low.
but got fouled once again. He'll go back to the free throw line.
That foul is going to be on number 23, Tucker, for Star Spencer. So the sophomore is going to the free throw line once again, Kingston Hall.
25-11 is try and extend it here. Gets it to fall 26-11. 5:40 left in the second quarter.
Feels
Douglas
like
has shot the ball better here this first half. They've been creating some turnovers and capitalizing them.
For sure.
That's been the difference in this game.
it definitely has, and that's why they've gone on somewhat of a run right now.
So they're up 12. Hall makes the second one. Inbound pass to Lassiter of Star Spencer. They're desperate for a bucket right now.
Got to
Gives it
penetrate
to
that
Tucker.
defense by
Kenyatta
Douglas.
Tucker finds a teammate down low, puts up the shot, no good. They're going to call Corey Hallman with the foul.
He's frustrated. He thought he had his hands up. I thought he did as well. Nonetheless, it is a foul. Number 20 is on the free throw line, Anderson, for Star Spencer.
And, you know, you've got to be able to make your free throws, you know, when you play Douglas, because you just don't have that many open shots as it is. So
No doubt. He
when
knocks
you've
down
got
the first.
free throw opportunities, you've got to utilize them to your advantage. And
100%.
Star Spencer's doing that right now. Made the first one. And here's Corion Anderson's second free throw. Makes that one too. 10-point ball game. Douglas with the basketball. Nakeem House bringing it up the court, calling out the play. And Steven Alexander wants a timeout. We're going to stay right here. Again, our sponsors for the Dungy Classic basketball broadcast here this Saturday afternoon on Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140. SSM Health at St. Anthony. Super Prep. David Stanley Mitsubishi. We thank you so much for sponsoring our broadcast, as well as First Security Bank. Our good friend Chuck Davis from State Farm. Geronimo's Bakery, Covington Heat and Air, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Supporting high school sports here in the state of Oklahoma, especially in this community. Very important, and you see the turnout here at this gymnasium.
Oh, it's packed out
They care,
for good reason.
and so do our sponsors, and they're putting their money where their mouth is. All right, so Kingston Hall is going to inbound the basketball to Nakeem House Jr., the Douglas Trojans, and he's looking for Jaden Williams, trying to tell him where to go. Now he goes back to Hall. Hall thought about taking the shot, back to Hall, and now he's going to take the shot. Wide open three, no good. Rebounded Star Spencer. Now they're pushing the ball up the floor.
Try to get
Brandon
Lassiter open
is right
on one of
there.
those
He
mid-range
cuts off the
shots.
screen. Gives it back to Anderson.
Douglas is playing that man-to-man defense right in your face.
Cameron Brown in the corner. Gives it back to Lassiter. Strong defense by Douglas. Gives it to Christopher Albertson. Lassiter getting guarded by Hall. Lassiter, Euro step, puts up the floater, can't get it to fall. Snoop Ransom with the rebound. He fires it to Nakeem House, who goes to the races and gets it blocked.
Big time block by Cameron Brown. But
Jaden
Douglas
Williams
gets the ball right back.
Gives it back to Snoop Ransom, goes up for the shot, gets it blocked again. Kingston Hall with the rebound. Jaden Williams gets the ball. Jump stop. Loses his dribble, has to give it to Kingston Hall, who hands off to Devon Scott. Albertson's all over him. They're going to call a foul on Albertson. But that was kind of like a, hey, I'm not going away kind of foul.
Exactly.
If that was if any foul was good, it was that one.
No doubt. Coach Alexander's trying to relay a message to Devon Scott. And now we got Landry Ballard back on the court. The floor general, he'll be the one to set up the offense.
Coach Steven Alexander is so in tune with this team.
He spends a lot of time with these kids outside of basketball.
They're working. Oh, they're going to call Albertson for another foul. That is a bad foul.
That is a bad foul. You just did the same thing 2 times in a row.
Yeah, you can't slap him. I mean, the first time, okay, I'm here, respect me, but second one was just careless. You can't do that, and that puts them at the 5-foul mark.
Really bad
foul. So
you
put one of their best shooters at the free throw line. Of course, he makes the first one.
Of course he does.
28-17, 11-point lead by the Douglas Trojans.
That's what Devon Scott does. He's going to make you pay.
Shout out to everybody watching this game on PPBC TV.
Always love when people tune in to our games online.
Devon Scott with the second free throw. Douglas up 12, 29-17, just under 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Jaden Williams almost got a 7th steal. But Star Spencer retains possession. Now they're executing their half-court offense. Loses their dribbles. Douglas stepped up their defense. Nakeem House trying to trap him in the corner.
It's blocked by Jaden Williams.
Strong defensive play by Jaden Williams today.
So he can steal, he can block, he can shoot, he can dunk. What can he do? What can he do? My goodness.
He can do anything you ask him to because he works at it and he prepares himself.
Like you said, he is a gym rat, and it shows. So the freshman's at the free throw line now.
Nakeem House Jr., they're really excited about his future and just how well he's progressed this season.
The bank's open, and he just showed us on that first free throw off the backboard.
He's gotten his confidence level has been through the roof. I mean, he's a different player now than he was when he first came on the team at the beginning of the season when he started playing. And he knows his role on the team. Everybody does. All right, so here comes Star Spencer. Lassiter. Hands off. Cameron Brown with the basketball. Gives it back to, almost stolen, back to Brown. Brown at the top of the key. Now they get it to the wing to Lassiter. Lassiter's going to step back and reassess this situation. There is no shot clock, so they're taking their time. Gives it to Tucker. Ball goes out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by Nakeem House Jr.
Yep, really good defense by Douglas once again.
And Coach Alexander loves it. Star Spencer going to inbound the basketball.
Douglas is in his zone now.
Gives it down low, and what a block by Snoop Ransom.
They got numbers.
Back to Ransom. He puts up the shot and one, and he's going to the free throw line. Bucket's good.
Snoop with the block and Snoop with the and one finish.
What a highlight. He just blocked that out of the air right into the hands of Devon Scott. Devon took maybe a step and fired it back to Ransom, who then took it all the way to the cup. Got it to fall and the foul and made the free throw. What a great few plays by Snoop Ransom.
Oh, no doubt.
Sophomore.
He stepped up big
Douglas
now that he's
Trojan.
in the starting
he's a
lineup.
junior, I'm sorry.
He's a good player, and Coach Alexander expects a lot out of him.
So here we go. Braylon Lassiter with the basketball. Trying to avoid this Jaden Williams defender. Cuts off a screen, now goes back right.
Jaden Williams
almost
trying
got
to get a
stolen
steal.
Again. Goes right. puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded House. Off to the races, up the court, going to take it himself. Puts up the shot, off the glass and good.
Are you kidding me?
36 to 17.
Bucket.
Douglas has found some rhythm here offensively, creating turnovers and capitalizing on them.
They've gone on this run and have not let the foot off the gas.
Braylon Lassiter, Star Spencer, gives it to Cameron Brown, puts up the jumper, can't get it to fall, fight for the rebound. I think that's Tucker of Star Spencer. Now it's a loose ball, and it's getting
chippy over there.
It's a jump ball. I don't think any foul should be assessed here.
Nope, jump ball. That's the right call by the referee.
Both teams
gotta love it.
Going for the loose ball. What do you expect?
Both teams want to compete, and both teams want to win. And Douglas is going to get the ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Trojans.
2 minutes, 6 seconds. Here we go.
Greenhoward's on the court now for Douglas.
Who'd he come in for? Okay.
Looks like he came in for Kingston.
Okay. Kingston Hall?
Yep.
Kingston Hall's going to take a breather. James Greenhoward, who's a special player himself. Snoop's going to talk with Coach Alexander and before they inbound this basketball. Got to go full court here. 2 minutes, 6 seconds. Scores 36-17. Douglas with the lead.
19-point lead by the Trojans, and they'd like to make it even bigger before halftime.
All right, Jaden Williams going to inbound it to Greenhoward. He brings it up the court, fires it to House, who's wide open on the three, going to take the shot, no good. Rebounded Star Spencer, they're off to the races, and there's a bucket, no good. Had a wide open layup, couldn't close it. Douglas gets the ball back, Devon Scott spins, puts up the shot, it's no good. They're going to call a travel on Devon Scott, and he doesn't agree with it.
Of course he doesn't.
But that's what the call is.
It is what it is. And now Star Spencer.
Got to be a little bit more careful.
For sure. So Lassiter's going to bring it up the court for the Bobcats.
Minute 45 left, 36-17. Douglas with the lead over Star Spencer. Star Spencer's rocking the Dungey Tiger uniforms today.
Really surprised that Gilliam's not on the court for Star Spencer.
And almost lost by Terrell Orange. Orange loses his dribble, stolen by Jaden Williams. He's going all the way. Layup and good. His 7th steal in the first half. 7.
He does it all, ladies and gentlemen. He has single-handedly took over this
game
for the Trojans.
And they trap him in the corner. He's still able to get the pass. Star Spencer puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded Ransom. Fires it to James Greenhoward. Greenhoward, Euro step, puts it up. It's good.
Euro step with the reverse Grinches on his feet. That's Greenhoward making his presence felt.
Douglas starting to pull away, 40-17, 50 seconds left. And there's a travel on Terrell Orange.
The defense created the travel. So here comes Douglas once again with the basketball, 49 seconds left.
They're capitalizing on the turnovers, and that's something Star Spencer has struggled to do this first half. They got Douglas to give up the basketballs a little bit, but they haven't been able to I thought there was going to be a technical foul there.
Extracurricular activities
that
going
was
on away from the ball.
Push that I don't think any of the officials saw.
Nope, they didn't. So both Kingstons are on the floor for Douglas. Hall and Lemons, along with Corey Coleman.
Kingston Lemons, number 1. He's going to drive left off a screen from Corey Hallman. Now he goes right. Devon Scott is calling for the basketball. 35 seconds left, and Devon Scott is trying to direct traffic. Gives it to Hall for 3. No good. And Corey Hallman tips it to James Greenhoward for 3. Gets it to fall. 43-17. Douglas with the lead. 15 seconds left. Star Spencer with the basketball.
Douglas
Braylon Lassiter
is so happy to have Greenhoward back on the court for them.
Braylon Lassiter is Going to take the last shot. 5 seconds left. He better start to execute it now. 3, 2, deep three. No good. Time runs out. Score at halftime is 43-17. The Douglas Trojans have the lead at half. Unbelievable. And
got a lot of comments on the YouTube.
We've got a lot of people commenting on the YouTube stream here on PPBC TV. You've got Amanda Williams there. She's the mama of Jaden Williams.
Proud mom, rightfully so.
7 steals in the first half, Amanda. I mean,
kid's balling out.
He's just very impressive on the defensive end today. You got to be happy. And we've got Alvin Smith on there as well. Heaven is responding, so that's always good when Heaven is involved.
No doubt about it. That's a good sign.
But, we thank everybody for tuning into the broadcast. Chris Flowers, who's a loyal stream viewer of ours. Big shout-out to Chris Flowers, who loves his Douglas Trojans. But it's halftime, 43-17. We're going to take about an 8-minute break, 8 to 10-minute break, and we'll be back with the David Stanley Mitsubishi halftime show. We'll talk about what we just witnessed and what adjustments need to be made going into the second quarter, should I say. So keep it locked here to Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140. And PPBC TV, live streaming the game straight to your mobile device. We'll be back. This is the Dungy Classic basketball broadcast. 43-17, Douglas with the lead over Star Spencer at half. We'll be back shortly.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune in to my show, Super Prep Live. Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live. Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
And we are back. Dungey Classic basketball broadcast here on Heart and Soul 92.1 at 11:40. We're at halftime of the Douglas versus Star Spencer basketball game, the boys' game. Score is 43-17. The Douglas Trojans went on quite the run to end the first half. And they will start off with the basketball here in the second half. I'm Jay Swick, got Dylan Tribble.
Yes, sir.
Here,
back at it.
You know, unbelievable defense being applied to Star Spencer. You got to give it up to Jaden Williams, who had 7 steals in the first half alone.
No doubt.
What does Star Spencer have to do to get back in this ball game? What pivot do they have to make?
Well, first of all, they got to create their own turnovers on defense. And once they can do that, they got to get their half-court offense set up, get some good open looks, which is really difficult to do against Douglas. Even when they're in man or zone, it doesn't really matter. They're all over you, but you got to do something to get some open looks. You got to run the baseline. You got to get some screens. You got to get cutters going to the basket. All that needs to happen.
Obviously, Star Spencer rocking the Dungey Tiger basketball uniforms of years past to honor the former school. And Douglas is rocking the smoky gray.
Yeah, the smoke show gray.
With the orange letterings. And they're up 43-17 here going into the third quarter. Correction, Star Spencer will have the basketball to start this third quarter. And we'll see what kind of adjustments they have made going into the third quarter. Coach Christopher Cudjoe is known for making really good halftime adjustments and being a second half basketball team. So Star Spencer gets it in to Kaleon Johnson, who I think got into foul trouble early on. We didn't see him as much in the second quarter. He's one of their better players, though.
Yeah, him and Gilliam
Cameron
both.
Brown.
Gilliam's
back to
in.
Gilliam. Gilliam to Lassiter. Jaden Williams is right in front of him. 7 steals for him in the first half alone. We'll see if he can continue that trend here in the third quarter. Right now, just really good ball movement by Star Spencer, trying to get a 3-point shot from Makai Gilliam.
That's his second three-pointer of the game. He can shoot, and he's not afraid to shoot against his old teammates.
Gets to the 20-point mark. Landry Ballard Jr., number 22, who's now a veteran on this team. Fakes left, goes right, kicks it to Jaden Williams. 3-point shot, no good. Ransom with the offensive board. Back to Landry Ballard with the floater. Gets it to fall. He makes it look easy, Dylan. It's not.
It's not easy at all, and that was a floater with his offhand, his right. He's a left-handed player. Knocks it down with the right.
Here's Gilliam, a Star Spencer. Throws over to Brown. Brown to Johnson. Johnson trying to avoid and create some space here between him and Landry Ballard Jr. Gets it over to Lassiter.
Douglas
Lassiter
is playing man
to Gilliam, down low to Johnson. Johnson's going to turn around, spin, attack the rim, got the bucket over Landry Ballard Jr.
Really, really tough bucket by Johnson.
Here comes Landry. He drives. Now he's in the corner, has to give it up to Devon Scott. Scott goes right off the screen from Williams. Down low, gives it back to Ransom for 3, gets it to fall. Was that a 3 or a long 2?
I think it was an expensive 2. Nonetheless, Ransom showing off his range.
Gilliam with the basketball and makes a bad pass, goes out of bounds. They're going to say it's off the hand of a Douglas Trojan, so it will remain Star Spencer basketball, and they'll inbound it from the baseline to Kaleon Johnson, number 10. He fakes right, goes left, gives it up to Cameron Brown, back to Gilliam, who's shot the ball well from beyond the arc today.
Yeah, Devon
goes
Scott's
left.
Going to play tight against him
Landry's
now.
all over him. Gives it to Lassiter. Lassiter attacks the paint, gets it stolen. Devon Scott with the basketball, spins. Throws down low to Ransom with the fadeaway jumper, no good. Corey Holman with the rebound. Now it's a fight to keep it, and they're going to call a jump ball.
It is a jump ball, possession in favor of Douglas. So Landry Ballard's going to throw it in from the baseline.
Always got to keep an eye on number 3, Jaden Williams.
Number 3 and 11 can shoot the lights out.
And Ballard's got to get rid of it. Finds Scott for three, no good. And they're going to call a push off Snoop Ransom.
Yeah, push in the back on Snoop.
He, pushed that defender in order to get the rebound. So Spencer will have the basketball. They inbound it to Gilliam.
Douglas is going to play full court defense.
Kind of a full court zone, if you will. Kayleon Johnson finds Anderson, and back to Lassiter, now to Gilliam. Great ball movement here for Star Spencer. Wide open three, gets it to fall. That's number 25, Cameron Brown.
I think his foot was on the line. It's going to be a deep two.
Here's Landry Ballard, Euro step floater. Again, makes it look easy.
The float
it's
game
not, people.
is so special with Landry. He hits that one with the left.
He didn't even hit the rim. It's just splash. Here's three-point shot by Gilliam, makes it of Star Spencer, his third three-pointer.
Yeah, Gilliam is really heating up.
Second of the third quarter. Here's Jaden Williams. Landry Ballard down low to Holman, puts up the shot, and no foul?
Nope, they're just going to call it a clean block, but
wow.
It is out of bounds on Star Spencer.
All right, so Douglas will retain the basketball. I thought Holman got fouled on that, but we have different opinion. I'm just a broadcaster, not a referee.
Watch out for an alley to Snoop.
Okay, yeah, that's what they're getting it to Devon Scott on the wing. He's got to work through that pressure that Gilliam's applying. Scott moves right, fade away, off the glass, no good. Fighting for the rebound, it's going to be Douglas basketball.
Yes, indeed it is. It's going to be out of bounds on number 20, Anderson.
James Greenhoward's going to come in for Devon Scott. Scott's going to take a breather here. Still Douglas basketball. Landry Ballard will inbound the pass.
21-point game.
Oh, bad pass goes out of bounds. It'll be Star Spencer basketball.
Miscommunication.
Tried to lead Jaden Williams a little too much. Goes
No
right
doubt.
in the stands.
So Landry's going to be subbed out for the freshman, House Jr.
Douglas with a 21-point lead here. 4.5 left in the third quarter. Here's Anderson, gives it up to Gilliam. Gilliam pushes it. Almost got stolen. They're going to call a reaching foul on Jaden Williams.
Yep. Jaden was not going to allow him to get another three-point shot off. Gets called for the foul.
Already 2 fouls this quarter for Douglas. They get three more, and Star Spencer will be shooting free throws. Here's Kayleon Johnson. Trying to work against James Greenhoward. Gives it to Lassiter. Lassiter on the wing. To Albertson, at the top of the key. Hands it off to Makai Gilliam, who's been hot from three-point range. Tries to get it down low to Johnson. Does, but he has to move outside of the paint a little bit. And now I think another push.
I think it's going to be on Corey Holman.
And so that'll be foul number 3 on the Douglas Trojans this quarter.
Yep, sure will be. So I think they're going to sub him out.
They're going to take out Corey and put in Kingston Hall.
Kingston Hall's coming in the game. He's getting some quality minutes today.
Inbound pass by Lassiter. Finds Gilliam at the top of the key. Gilliam to Johnson for 3. Bang! Big three-point shot for Star Spencer. They much needed it.
Yep.
Cut the gap a little bit. Here's Greenhoward. Gives it to House. They're just going to pass it back and forth. House going to restart this offense here for Douglas. They're up 49-31, 3:40 left in the third quarter. And the crowd is starting to get into it really heavily. And Kingston Hall loses control but gives it to Ransom. Misses the three-point shot. Rebounded Star Spencer. Here's Lassiter. And he gets fouled by Snoop Ransom. A blocking foul.
It's really
on the
aggressive
floor
in this third quarter. Both teams are fouling quite a bit.
And that's their last foul before, they can not shoot free throws. Once they get to that 5-foul mark per quarter, they're shooting free throws. There's a ton of time left.
Got to play smart
here. So here's Lassiter. He's going to create his own shot spin. Gives it to Gilliam for 3 again. No good. Fighting for the rebound. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Star Spencer.
Yep, a little too aggressive going for that offensive
Number
board.
11, Christopher Albertson, gets called for the foul. So that's the first foul for Star Spencer this quarter.
Kingston Lemons comes in the game for Snoop.
Albertson's going to take a breather, and I think Cameron Brown's back in the game for Albertson for Star Spencer. Here's Kingston Lemons. This is the Greenhoward. Greenhoward attacks, puts up the shot, gets fouled in the process. He'll go to the free throw line. Shot was missed, so it will not be an and one.
Great job by Greenhoward to split the defense and take it to the rack and draw the foul. We know what he brings to the table for this Douglas basketball team. Phenomenal player.
He's versatile. He's versatile. He's extremely fast. He has a reliable jump shot. He's a great perimeter defender. And he has the trust of his teammates.
Oh, for sure. He stepped up big for them last season, and they're happy to have him back.
Trying to retake the lead by 20. They're up 19 right now. And can't make the free throw. Star Spencer with the rebound. Douglas with the full court press. Great ball movement by Star Spencer, though. Makai Gilliam attacks the baseline, puts up the jumper off the glass, no good. Rebounded Jaden Williams, pushes the floor, and they're going to get a reach-in foul on number 5, Braylon Lassiter of Star Spencer, and that's a frustration foul.
Oh, it is, 100%. You wish he could have that offensive possession back.
And all of a sudden, 3 fouls now for Star Spencer this quarter. They're quickly approaching the 5-foul limit. Inbounds to Nakeem House, the freshman. Kicks it out. 3-point shot by Lemons. Gets it to fall.
A great drive and kick by the freshman to Kingston to knock down the tray ball.
Full court press zone, if you will. Kind of a zone, but full court for Douglas defense, making it tough. Now they trap. And they're going to call a foul on Nakeem House Jr. for a reach-in.
I thought it could have been a travel, but I guess the foul was before.
It was close. Kaleon Johnson was really close. He was losing control.
He was.
And was kind of saved by the whistle there.
Yep.
2:32 left in the third quarter, 53-31.
So
Douglas
the referee
Trojans with the lead.
Corrects it and brings the ball to the free throw line. So Johnson's going to attempt 2 shots because they are in the bonus now.
And it's important for Star Spencer for their sake. This is going to be the most open shot they get all day, and they can't knock down the free throw.
Yeah, that one hurts.
And now the crowd is kind of razzing him a little bit.
Douglas is up by 22. 2 minutes, 32 left in the third.
And he gets it to fall on the second one, and there's a timeout called by Star Spencer. Coach Cudjoe needs to speak with his team. 2.5 left in the third quarter, 54-31, Douglas Trojans on top, the 22-point lead over the Star Spencer Bobcats, who are rocking the Dungey Tiger jerseys today at the Dungey Classic here live at Star Spencer High School Gymnasium. Want to thank our sponsors once again here on Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140 and PPBC TV, SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and David Stanley Mitsubishi. Also sponsoring our broadcast, First Security Bank, State Farm agent Chuck Davis, Geronimo's Bakery, Covington Heat and Air, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. And we want to thank everyone that's helped out with our broadcast this year. Stevana's back at the station, always taking good care of us. We couldn't be on the radio without her at the helm. And everybody watching this game live on PPBC TV, we appreciate you streaming this entire game straight to your mobile device. And we've got
a lot of comments on the feed right now.
Victor Scott is commenting. I think that's Hot Boy Trey there as well.
Where's Dre Stubbs at? He's normally always on the feed.
No doubt. Victor Scott, Amanda Williams.
Shout out all the support.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. All right, Nakeem House with the basketball. Trying to make a move on Kaleon Johnson. Now he gets doubled in the corner, has to move around, gives it to Jaden Williams at the top of the key. Found Greenhoward, jumps, dishes to Kingston Hall.
He draws the foul.
Kingston Hall has been drawing a lot of fouls this evening.
Great cut to the basket.
I think
Greenhauer
teams
with the
are
pass.
really starting to respect his game a little bit more and playing him a little bit more aggressively.
Young player,
He
only
took
a sophomore.
really hard foul at the beginning of the game.
Sure did. Knocks down the first free throw. Both Kingstons are getting a lot of playing time in this game, Hall and Lemons.
Lemons is rocking the Jordan 11s that just came out.
You got those, don't you?
I do. But he makes them look a whole lot better than I do.
He's young, man. He's athletic.
All right, so Star Spencer gets trapped in the corner. Kayleon Johnson has to get rid of it. Is successful. Brandon Lassner gets trapped on the other side. Now he needs help. Kayleon Johnson there to save the possession. They're just a trapping machine right now. Ooh, Kingston Hall almost got the tip and the steal. Here's Mikhail Gilliam of Star Spencer. Throws cross court to number 20, Corian Anderson. Loose ball, Jaden Williams, his 8th steal of the game. And Kingston Lemons gets it stolen by Mikhail Gilliam. What a hustle play by him.
And Greenhauer gets the ball right back.
Greenhauer goes up, gets
it's
it blocked by
Gilliam.
Gilliam. Throws down court, puts up the shot and one. Cameron Brown with the bucket and gets fouled in the process.
What a wild few possessions right there. Back and forth, steal after steal.
All hustle plays.
And then Cameron Brown finishes it with the and one at the free throw line for one shot. Here comes Landry Ballard.
Landry Ballard's coming in for Kingston Lemons, and Nakeem House is back in the game for Jaden Williams.
And Devon Scott's back in as well.
Jaden Williams has just been a beast on the defensive floor. Here's Landry Ballard with the rebound of the missed shot. Devon Scott gonna attack baseline, kicks it out to Ballard for three. In and out, rebounded. Cameron Brown of Star Spencer. They've got another possession here. Kicks it to Gilliam at the top of the key. They're trying to trap him. Has to give rid of it to Brown. Brown to the high post to Kayleon Johnson. Tries to hit his teammate. He wasn't ready.
Yeah, Anderson was not ready for the pass.
Lost control, goes out of bounds. It'll be Douglas basketball.
He was cutting, but he was not ready for the pass. So Landry's going to bring it up the court.
Throws deep, three by Devon Scott, and makes it rain.
All the way from downtown Oklahoma City, Devon Scott knocks down the three.
And they're calling a technical foul on Devon Scott for taunting.
That's the second taunting called against
Douglas.
Douglas.
We saw one on Landry Ballard in the first half, and they're getting it.
One on Devon now. He's not happy about it.
Coach Alexander isn't even going to look him in the eye. You can tell
he's like, come on, ref.
Burning
Are you kidding
inside.
Me? Let these kids play. Both teams are talking. Let's be realistic. It's not just Douglas.
Goodness, you can tell Coach Alexander is very pissed off right now.
Yeah,
even though his team is up by 20.
Done a great job at staying poised in that moment, because he could have easily
and
gone
Gilliam
off.
Can't hit free throws right now.
And the OG Alexander, he's getting up and letting Devon Scott know, hey, we got to stay controlled, calm, cool, and collective. We got another quarter to finish out this ball game.
Coach Alexander, we can't repeat what he's saying right now, but he's obviously upset that his team are making mistakes like that, like a taunting call. That's just that's not what he's about, and that's not the culture he's established here at Douglas. It's not winning basketball. All right, so Star Spencer gets trapped. Him. What a pass. Oh, and I thought it would be. Did they call a foul on Greenhauer?
They called the foul on Greenhauer.
Another
he
and
went for
one
the
bucket.
Block, and there was a little contact to the head going for the block.
He wanted the block really bad.
Oh, that would have been a massive block. But now we got
House is coming out of the game. Jaden Williams is back in the game. And
Laster's at the free throw line.
Rely on him to create some turnovers. And
Douglas still has a
19-point
lead.
Here's a free throw, no good. Rebounded Williams. Williams to Ballard. Ballard's going to slowly bring this ball across half court. He's communicating with his teammates, calling out the play. Now he gives it to Greenhauer. Greenhauer drives, finds a lane, puts up the shot, no good. Jaden Williams with the rebound, put back, no good. Star Spencer with the rebound. Here's Kayleon Johnson. Gives it to Gilliam. Gilliam to Brown. Brown to Anderson. Missed shot, but
Lassiter was there for the putback. That's a
easy
big
putback.
bucket for Star Spencer.
They're starting to come back a little bit. Here's Jaden Williams for three, no good. They've cut the deficit. 58-41. At one time, Douglas was up 22 points.
Yeah, they sure were.
But Star Spencer is
They took
created,
advantage
yeah.
of that taunting call and went on a little run before the end of the third quarter.
It would have been closer if they'd have made their free throws. So now we're going to go into the fourth quarter. 58-41. You got to keep your emotions in check. We've had two technical fouls.
Both against
Both
Douglas.
against the Douglas Trojans this afternoon.
For taunting.
We're broadcasting
bit of
live
talking.
here on Heart and Soul, 92.1 and 1140.
Packed house in Star Spencer, Oklahoma.
Celebrating the Dungy Classic.
Got a lot of alumni support here today.
Standing room only. I love the support from the community and the passion for high school basketball. We love it here in this state and here in Oklahoma City. And Star Spencer is very proud to hang that Class 3A state championship banner from 2018. And, you know, Douglas has a state championship banner from Class 4A from last year. So these programs have had a lot of success.
Yeah, they know what winning is about, and they know how to win championships. Both
All
have done
right,
it.
so this is fourth quarter. This is where we figure out and finalize who wins and who loses.
All comes down to these last 8 minutes. Star Spencer starts out with the ball. Gilliam.
Going to bring it up the court, guarded by Jaden Williams, who will pick your pocket, no question about it. Gives it to Lassiter now in the corner. Gets it back to Gilliam, who's going to restart that offense. Tries to get it down low to Lassiter, kicks it out to Johnson, gets the layup. Great offensive possession for Star Spencer to get the bucket.
Johnson splits the defense for the layup.
Here's Landry Ballard to Devon Scott. He's going to cut left. Fires over to Green Howard. Green Howard back to Scott. Scott saying, come on, give me a screen. Cuts left, off the screen. Gets baseline, slips, kicks to Kingston Hall, no good. Fight for the rebound. Jaden Williams going to get it and gets blocked, and the bucket.
Jaden Williams right there for the offensive board. Goes up strong to finish the bucket. He's at the free throw line for one shot, and he flexed on him.
You can tell he really wanted that, and that kind of ended a little bit of a scoring drought here for Douglas.
It did. Much needed bucket for the Trojans to end that run by Star Spencer.
Snoop Ransom's in the game, in for Kingston Hall. And if there's anybody you want at the free throw line, it's Jaden Williams.
No doubt about it. Knocks down both. Correction, knocks down one. It was an and
All
one
right,
play.
here we go. Kai Gilliam goes right, trapped at half court, still gets rid of it. Gets trapped. Oh, and it's slapped out of bounds, almost out of bounds. Gives it to Kayleon Johnson, gets trapped at half court. He's going to lose control.
Trouble.
Somehow gets it to Lassiter, who dishes it to Brown. Brown puts up the shot, no good. And a fight for the rebound right now. Goes out of bounds. Who's it off of?
It's off of Douglas. Wow. They were fighting so hard to get that board down there in the paint. Somehow it's off on a Douglas Trojan, and Lassiter's going to throw it in for Star Spencer.
Braylon Lassiter will have the inbound pass. Throws it to Kayleon Johnson. Stolen by Devon Scott. Gives it to Jaden Williams on the run. Gets the layup. It's good.
When you need something good to happen for Douglas, Jalen Williams has made it happen time and time again.
Jaden Williams is your guy. He's a playmaker, and they're going to get a reaching foul on Landry Ballard Jr. So that's the first foul for Douglas this quarter. 6:32 left in the fourth. They've got a 20-point lead. And give Star Spencer some credit.
They're fighting hard.
They're fighting really hard. If it wasn't for that strong run at the end of the second quarter, going into halftime, this game would have been much closer.
All the turnovers caused by Jaden Williams.
Here is Brown. Oh, and Gilliam wasn't ready. It hit him in the face. He's still able to catch the ball. Gives it back to Brown. No good. Rebounded Jaden Williams. Here comes Douglas. He likes to run. Kicks it to Landry Ballard. Back to Devon Scott for three. Bang!
The bank is open for Scoot. Another three ball by Devon Scott.
And there's a timeout called by Coach Cudjoe of the Star Spencer Bobcats. Douglas has started to find the
call.
rhythm a little bit. And
Star Spencer went on the run, and Douglas answered the call big time.
And, man,
both sides are talking to each other. Yeah. Gotta love a little friendly competition here in Oklahoma City.
No, it's a great, I mean.
It just makes the atmosphere better.
Well, if I don't tell you the score, you'd think this game was like a one-point game.
I know.
You know, with as hard as each team is playing. But there's, it's 68-43.
Oh, for sure.
And Douglas is out for blood.
They are. They like to win, and they do not mind winning
Well, they
big.
want to be in control, and that's the way you got to be, especially when you get into some of the tighter matchups, where the margin is smaller.
Yep.
And they're gonna find themselves in that, in those situations come state tournament time, come area, come regionals.
Right.
The
deeper you go, the harder it gets.
And that's why Coach Alexander has taken this team to Arkansas, to Missouri, to Texas, to really, make them better. Iron sharpens iron.
The team is battle tested for sure. They know what it takes. It's all about execution.
But at the same time, I got to give credit to Coach Cudjoe and the Star Spencer Bobcats who are rocking the Dungey Tiger jerseys tonight. They're playing as hard as they can, and they're not looking at the scoreboard. They're just playing it possession by possession. And there's Gilliam with the shot, no, and there's a fight for the rebound, and they're going to call a jump ball, but
Jaden Williams and Anderson getting into it over that rebound. Possession arrow in favor of Douglas.
And inbounds it to Landry Ballard, pushes it up the court. Ballard attacks the paint, kicks it to Scott for three. Off the glass, no good. Going to go out of bounds. I think it's going to be off of.
It's off on Star Spencer.
Cameron Brown, number 25 of Star Spencer. Landry Ballard will inbound to Snoop Ransom, who's going to put on a post move. Throws it to Jaden Williams, steps, spins, kicks it to Ballard, back to Ransom. Ransom attacks. There's some sort of, did he step out of bounds?
Either that or a foul away from the ball. Didn't see it. Nonetheless, it's going to be Star Spencer basketball. Lassiter to throw it in.
Referee saying he stepped on the baseline.
Okay.
Coach Alexander did not believe it, though.
Understandable.
Here's Lassiter to Johnson. Johnson has to give it back. Oh, stolen! Ninth steal for Jaden Williams. Puts up the bucket, gives it to Full.
Jaden Williams.
Turnover and capitalized it. Jaden Williams.
Have a day, my man. Another tough finish.
9 steals for that young man. Here's Makai Gilliam. Right there on the baseline, gives it to Lassiter. Lassiter fakes the shot, goes left, has to give it back. 3-point shot by Gilliam, no good. Rebounded offensively for Star Spencer. Kayleon Johnson trying to make a move on Devon Scott. They're going to call a charge.
The feet were
Jaden
set.
Williams with the play.
He's doing everything for his team today. He really and truly is.
Golly.
Every time Star Spencer went on a run.
That's heart.
Jaden Williams
That's all
answered
that
the
is.
call.
That's heart. And
no doubt.
That's guts.
It just shows how much he loves this game of basketball.
He cares about it, and he wants to win. My goodness. They find Ransom down low, puts up the shot, gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Ransom, his vertical is underrated.
That man can jump out of the gym. He's got some bunnies.
I thought he almost hit his head on the rim there.
Oh, for sure.
Holy moly. Let me go back to the live stream. Amanda Williams. I mean, what can you say?
What can you say?
What can you tell us about Jaden Williams as his mama? I mean, all he does is eat, sleep, and drink basketball, right? I mean, goodness gracious. Making plays, taking charges. He's got 9 steals.
Making tough
Golly.
buckets, getting
That's
fouled,
tough.
finishing through the
All
fouls.
right, here's Star Spencer, gets trapped, finds Kayleon Johnson, almost slipped, trying to create some room, but
They're gonna trap
Ransom
him.
and Scott is all over him.
And look who comes
Jaden
up with the
Williams
ball.
gets his 10th steal of the game. Throws long ball to
Scott.
Scott. Throws the oop.
Oh,
and the
my
dunk.
gosh.
And the dunk.
Scoot to Snoop with the
Crowd.
alley.
Crowd goes wild. They love it. And there's a technical foul.
I have a feeling they're okay with this technical foul. The Douglas Trojans are fired up.
And I think it's going to be on the bench.
The crowd,
Well,
the bench,
you know, you've got it's.
they're up by 30,
Right.
so I'm sure they don't care too much about the tech.
Well, I think the Douglas Trojan teammates got them so hyped they stepped out on the court too far, and he called it there.
They missed the first shot on the tech. Gilliam could knock it down.
And Coach Alexander and the referee are having some disagreements here.
Coach Alexander does not stop coaching hard. It doesn't matter what the score is.
30-point lead right now for Douglas. Make it, yeah, they're going to keep the 30-point lead because Makai Gilliam missed his free throw.
I'm sure Douglas is saying the ball doesn't lie because Star Spencer misses both of the free throw shots.
Golly.
What a play. What a great atmosphere for
Amanda
basketball.
Williams said Jaden Williams has had a ball in his hand since he was in a diaper.
And it shows.
God, 10 steals. Taking shot. I don't know how many points he has, but here's a deep three by Gilliam. Rebound, Snoop Ransom, who's just been crashing the boards here. Greenhoward with the basketball. Gives it back to Landry Ballard, who passes to Greenhoward on the wing. Now in the corner, goes almost out of bounds. Snoop Ransom comes up with it, gives it to Devon Scott. Who
Good
fires
pass by Devon
an
Scott.
open Landry Ballard Jr.
Landry wide open, down low in the paint.
Up 75 to 43. 32-point lead with under 4 minutes. Greenhoward with the steal. He's going to go. Layup. It's good.
The
James
steal
Greenhoward
and the
showing his
finish.
versatility. And now Scott's all over Johnson. They
They
trap
don't let
him
up.
at halftime.
They're still all over him.
They're at half court. Kayleon Johnson almost got it stolen by Landry Ballard. They're going to put up a desperation shot. Unbelievable rebound and putback by Kenyatta Tucker. That was a heck of a hustle play by the Star Spencer Bobcat.
It really was. Regardless of the score, Star Spencer still playing tough basketball.
Star Spencer's going to make some substitutions. Gilliam's going to come out. And Christopher Albertson's going to come in. Also coming in is, let me see.
Laster's still in the game.
Cameron Brown is back in the game. Okay.
So here comes Landry Ballard.
Bringing the ball up the court on the far side. Finds House in the corner. House wants to give it to Corey Hallman. They're going to call a foul on I think, Cameron Brown.
Yeah, it's going to be on Cameron Brown.
A reach in.
All over the back of Corey Holman.
Well, Holman's got him beat by size.
Yeah, he's a much bigger player.
And he did not want to give Corey the easy bucket there. So Landry is going to – Landry Ballard Jr., the leader, the point guard of this basketball game, gives it to Williams for three. Bang! Bang!
Jaden Williams is on fire.
80
He's
to
doing
45,
everything tonight.
35-point lead by the Douglas Trojans. And he doesn't quit playing defense. Oh, almost stolen by Landry Ballard. Tipped it up, but somehow, now it's stolen. Landry Ballard. Floater off the glass, and it's good.
The right floater off the glass for Ballard. That is his go-to shot.
And there's a timeout called by Coach Cudjoe of the Star Spencer Bobcats.
Wow.
Douglas showing their strength
What a run the Trojans just
in their
went
ability to create turnovers and capitalize on them. That's all they do.
That's exactly
That's all
right.
they do.
They create the turnovers, capitalize, knock down shots. My goodness.
I think this is, obviously we've seen a strong play from Jaden Williams.
For sure.
Like, that's no doubt. That's a given. That's evident. But I do want to talk about Snoop Ransom.
He's stepping up big.
He's just growing. He's getting better as the season goes on.
And that's what they need from him.
He's made some big shots, but he's had some blocks. He's gotten some big-time rebounds.
Come state tournament time, they need his big man presence in the paint.
Snoop Ransom's going to be very important because you face other teams with some bigger players.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you know what you get from the three-headed monster that were on the starting squad last year with Jaden Williams, Devon Scott, and Landry Ballard.
And Douglas is going to put in some of their younger players. You got Tay Scott, who's a freshman, number 10, in the game.
Devon House is still in the game.
You got Kingston Lemons in the game. You've got Kingston Hall in the game as well. Corey Holman is still in the game. So they're going to play some defense here. Kingston Lemons all over Albertson. They almost trapped him there. And here's Kayleon Johnson with the spin. No good. Fighting for the rebound. Somehow comes up with it. Three-point shot by Cameron Brown makes it. Gets them to the 48-point mark, but the damage is done.
No doubt.
2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the game.
The freshman House
Douglas
Jr.
with
the
the
ball.
lead, 82-48. Gets it to Corey Holman. It's going to come up strong. Gets fouled in the process.
He got fouled hard.
Strong.
And then he went down and did a push-up, showing his strength. Gotta love that.
They're not going to give him any easy opportunities here for Corey Holman.
For sure.
So
going to make him earn it at the stripe.
He's going to have to do that. Here's his first free throw. Gets it to fall. 83-48, Douglas Trojans.
And Corey's another guy late in the season that they need down low to step up big time when they play some bigger teams.
Corey Holman going to take his second free throw. No good. Rebounded Cameron Brown. It's Star Spencer. 2 minutes left in the game. Kayleon Johnson. Kenyatta Tucker almost stolen by Kingston Lemons.
Yeah, he slipped. There's a wet spot on the floor.
There's a couple wet spots here, and Cameron Brown gets it to Johnson. Johnson spins, puts up the shot off the glass, no good, and offensive putback, no good. And now I think they're going to call a foul.
There's about 3 Douglas Trojans around him attempting that shot.
They're going to call it on Kingston Hall.
Okay.
And there's going to be another mass substitution here for the Douglas Trojans. And
going to try to get all these young guys some burn in this game with the minute 37 left.
Some of the young freshmen are going to get some opportunities here. And missed shot by Star Spencer's Kenyatta Tucker. Okay. Tylen Holmes, number 32, is in the game. Vincent Yalong is in the game, number 12.
Chris Reynolds is in the game, 43.
Is that Chris Reynolds or Kayla Moore?
Chris Reynolds.
Okay. All right. In jump ball. Minute 36 left. Douglas is going to win this basketball game.
No doubt about it.
Based off their fight and tenacity. I do think Star Spencer deserves a lot of credit. I know the score isn't what they wanted it to be, but
the fight was there. The effort was there.
They put on a valiant effort, without a doubt. Now, their shots didn't always fall, and they didn't always capitalize on some turnovers. They struggled at the free throw line a little bit. But their heart is out on the floor, and they put it all out there. So you gotta be happy with the effort level. And you're going up against a monster, which is
the defending 4A state champs,
the Douglas Trojans, without a doubt. So
Deshaun Thomas is going to shoot some free throws for the Douglas Trojans.
Missed the first one. But it's been a pretty spectacular day here at the Dungy Classic from Star Spencer High School. I'm going to see if we can't grab a few of these Douglas basketball players and do an interview here live on PPBC TV and on Heart and Soul 92.1 at 1140. So stick with me. We'll try and grab a couple of these players here quickly. And
good pass by Johnson.
Do a little post game. All right, we've got a foul here. I almost said flag, but it's not football.
That's tomorrow. You're getting excited for that game tomorrow.
The AFC and NFC championship in the NFL, no doubt. 84-48 is the current score in this basketball game. There's the shot. And Braylon Lassiter makes the free throw to get it to 49. Can he get to the 50 mark?
I think he can. He's a good player. He's showing a lot of light today.
And bounces around, does not go in.
The broadcaster jinx may
have got
him on that.
Violation of some kind?
So he gets another go at it. He is only a sophomore. That's a sophomore guard playing some good quality basketball today. Knocks down that one.
All right, 1:08 left in this basketball game. Douglas, here's Tay Scott for three, no good. Rebounded Star Spencer. They're going to push the ball up the floor. Kayleon Johnson gets a bucket there. Gets to the 52 mark. 50 seconds left in this game. And lost control. Star Spencer gets the turnover and he gives it back to Johnson. Lassiter is going to dribble. Oh, almost stolen by Vincent Long. Here's a jump shot and a fight for the rebound. Albertson was trying to make a move on it. They're going to call a jump ball or? Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a jump ball. The possession arrow is pointing towards Star Spencer.
That's right. A little confusion going on down here on the court.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to point it to Douglas Trojans.
The possession arrow was pointing to Douglas, but for some reason they awarded it to Star Spencer. 22 seconds left. I think they're just going to slow it down. And, it's almost
Star
stolen.
Spencer is still trying to go for the turnover.
They're going to get called for the reach-in foul, and that's going to be the fifth foul of the game for Star Spencer. So you're going to have Vincent Long go to the free throw line for the Douglas Trojans. Again, stay with us. We're going to try and grab a Douglas Trojan basketball player or two and do a live interview on PPBC TV and Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140 here.
So Vincent Long, he knocks down the first free throw. The junior guard for Douglas.
Here's Vincent, and he makes the second. 14 seconds left here. I want to thank our sponsors for sponsoring our broadcast all season long. Ooh, there's Johnson with a bucket.
He's just showing his experience.
SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, David Stanley, Mitsubishi.
And that's ball game.
Douglas
wins 86-54.
Big time win for the Douglas Trojans. Both boys and the girls have earned a victory today here at the Dungy Classic. And both teams are going to shake hands in high-class, hard-fought basketball game. When it's over, it's over. And I'm just impressed with the overall effort from both teams. And, Coach Cudjoe has done a great job with our Spencer basketball team, and Coach Alexander's done the same with Douglas. And both of them have created such a highly competitive culture here at both programs. When they clash, man, it's a hard-fought basketball game.
For sure.
Both
programs are very rich in athletic history.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see if we can't steal a couple of these Douglas players here and try and get one of them or two of them to come up and do an interview with us here. Yeah. Jaden Williams, Jaden Williams and whoever else you want, Coach. Yeah, we're communicating live to the
trying to get these star players some time on the radio.
These guys. Jaden Williams, outstanding game today.
Oh my gosh, what a special showing by that young man. He had 10 steals.
He had that big charge he took. He hit. He had a couple and one buckets where
Flexed
he got fouled.
Yeah, he was letting them know.
Just played high-level basketball.
He's been in the gymnasium and the weight room
Well,
in
his
the
hard work
offseason.
is paying off because that's what he does in the offseason.
For sure.
He doesn't play football. It's a basketball year-round for this guy.
And he's been with Coach Alexander for quite some time.
You're seeing the fruits of his labor, and trust me, he's put in a lot of work to get to this point. And
ball is life, as they say.
Happy to see him kind of, play at the level he's been playing at. That's really, really good. And Landry Ballard Jr. as well, who's played outstanding. He's kind of, he's been the point guard of this team for now. What is it, year 3?
Yeah.
Started
since he was a
got a year
freshman.
left. So I'm telling you. Yeah, and we see Jaden Williams
and Devon Scott. Eastside Splash
coming
Bros.
over here to talk with us.
Those guys are both
that's
special.
That's going to be great. That's going to be great. We'll talk about the victory. We'll
Two
talk
of the
about
5 starters from last year's championship team, and we're going to get one of them on the mic.
Yeah. Let's get a headset on these guys, and we'll talk with them and be happy. Yeah, I'm telling you. Let's put the headset on Devon Scott here. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you. Devon, my goodness, what a game. What a hard-fought game.
Thank you.
We have so many people checking out PPBC TV and, watching the stream live from home. And Jaden Williams' mom has been very vocal. We'll get him on. But talk about the Dungey Classic today. Huge victory for you guys.
Well, the atmosphere is really crazy. Every time we come here, day or night, it don't matter. It's going to be crazy. We always get it rocking. The atmosphere is really just like you can't say nothing to nobody. You just got to keep it pushing. Just don't say nothing else. Just keep your head down and lock in on the game. Stay in between the 94-50.
You guys did a really good job on the defensive end. So many traps. You just made it so tough for Star Spencer to take high percentage shots and become successful for it. What's the mindset when you play tough defense like that?
Well, our mindset is don't let nobody score in front of you because your parents is out here. Don't let nobody embarrass you in front of your parents. That's our number one rule. If your parents out here, don't get embarrassed.
Now, we saw we saw both teams get pretty chippy at times. You had a technical. Can you explain that? And how pissed was Coach Alexander in that situation?
Coach Steve was really mad at me. Really, I didn't say nothing. The crowd looked at me, told me to shut up. He told me I was trash, and I just looked at him. I just looked, man, just stop talking to me. I'm not going to say nothing to you. And the referee gave me a tech, and I was just like.
So it was body language more than anything.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, talk about, what you try to do each and every game offensively. You're such a dynamic player. You can shoot. You can attack the rim. What is your role on this offense that you like to play? Like, what is it about your game that you really want to improve on as well?
My shot taking. My shot making is good. I can make shots whenever I want to. I just got to learn to take good shots. That's really it.
Now, talk about some of your teammates. Who impressed you the most today? Snoop Ransom was great. Was really good. He's getting better as the season goes on.
Yes.
Who's somebody that you're really, really happy to play with this year?
Well, like you said, Snoop and Jaden Williams did really good today. He was rebounding for us. He was down there. He was playing hard. He was getting steals. He was doing all our dirty work. And that's what we need, and that's how we play it every time, every game. He's going to go hard.
What are some takeaways from this game, some things that that you're gonna learn and apply going forward?
Definitely don't talk to the crowd in a hostile environment. But other than that, shot taking, just locking in on the court and listening to coach and just doing whatever he says because he's gonna lead us right every time.
What's the next game for the Douglas Trojans? Who you got?
I think it's I think it's Star Spencer again.
Okay,
at home.
it's a
at
game
home.
at Douglas
Yes,
this
sir.
time.
It's either them or Victory Christian.
All right. Well, you've played a great basketball game here today, and congratulations on the victory. Very strong victory. And
Thank you.
I'm guessing the goal is, and you tell me, you guys trying to repeat again as state champions in Class 4A?
Yes, sir. You already know we coming for that gold ball. We want it. We're more hungry this time. Last year we were pretty hungry, but this year we're hungry. We know it's going to be tougher. Back-to-back isn't easy, so we know we're going to have to work hard.
Awesome. Devon Scott, thank you very much.
Yes,
Great
sir.
game today.
Thank you.
All right, we got to pass the headset to the man, the myth, the legend here, Jaden Williams. Jaden, sit down. Your mama's watching this right now, so wave hi. But I think you had 7 steals in the first half. You had 3 more at least in the second half. We counted 10. You had a big charge that you took down low to get the ball back for your team. Just talk about your overall play today. It was outstanding.
Thank you, by the way. I just wanted to focus on effort today because we knew the crowd was going to be very intense today. So effort was everything. And then, getting in the lanes, taking charges, boxing out, getting rebounds, that was everything.
Now, your defense has just been spectacular. You've obviously improved it from last year to this year. Is that something you really focused on in the offseason?
Yes, sir. Being in the weight room, getting stronger helped with being able to stay attached to people, bump up, and, foot speed.
Now, what are practices like under Coach Alexander? Because you guys come out like your hair's on fire in the first half. You're pressing. You're, creating all these steals. You're pickpocketing. It's really impressive. What is that? Is that something that you guys is it harder to work in practice than the games, or talk about the difference between the games and the practices?
Practice is like, a lot of running. We do a lot of running, and then we set after set. He works us till we're tired. So when we get out here in the game, we're running up and down. We're not tired at all. We're able to play defense from first 8 minutes to the last 8 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Now, offensively, would you rather just score in transition? Because it just seems like when you guys get the ball, you're gone. Boom. You're down the court as quickly as possible. You're making long, full-court passes, and most of the time you guys catch them. But, very seldom, unless you're up by a significant amount, we don't see the half-court offense as much.
Yeah. We focus on trying to just score as quick as possible. Nobody can stay in front of us in a full-court set, Yeah, it's easy. Easy points, just down court.
Now, your mom has commented on the stream and said you've had a basketball in your hand since you were a little kid.
Yes, sir.
Talk about your love for the game.
Ever since I was little, I grew up watching Kobe, and my dad, that's just something, his mentality, he just preached to me. And ever since I was little, I just wanted to be good at something, and basketball was something that was drawn to me very easily.
Well, you're good at basketball, Jaden, and you're our player of the game today.
Thank
10
you.
steals. 10 steals. That's incredible effort, and you just played so well on the defensive end and offensive end. But the charge you took was such a big momentum shift as well. What was the atmosphere like? Do you love to play in this type when the gym's loud like this?
Yes, sir. This is what it's all about. Oklahoma basketball. We love the fans. We love the heckling, all the support. We love all of it.
Well, that's great, and we look forward to, broadcasting your next game, and good luck to you, Jaden Williams.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Congratulations on the victory.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, that's going to be it, and we'll catch you on the flip side, broadcasting live here on a Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140, and PPBC TV streaming straight to your mobile device.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 North